Jacob, ready ka na ba para sa ating fast break, fast talk?
Ready na, ready.
Okay, sige. Ito, coffee o juice?
Coffee.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Text o tawag?
Tawag.
Kotse o motor?
Motor.
Rewind or fast forward?
Fast forward.
Six-pack o big belly?
Six-pack.
Bundok o beach?
Beach.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Bida, syempre.
Boxer or brief?
Boxer.
Matamis o maalat?
Matamis.
Meat or vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Morena o mestiza?
Morena.
Petite or matangkad?
Matangkad.
Demure or athletic?
Demure, demure.
Tommy, are you ready? Fast break, fast talk.
Yes, of course. I'm ready.
Coffee or juice?
Coffee.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Text or call?
Text.
Kotse o motor?
Kotse.
Rewind or fast forward?
Fast forward.
Six-pack o big belly?
Six-pack.
Bundok or beach?
Beach.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Bida.
Boxer or brief?
Brief.
Matamis o maalat?
Matamis.
Meat or vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Morena o mestiza?
Morena.
Petite or matangkad?
Petite.
Demure or athletic?
Athletic.
Coffee o juice?
Coffee.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Text o tawag?
Text.
Kotse o motor?
Motor na lang.
Rewind or fast forward?
Rewind.
Six-pack o big belly?
Big belly na lang.
Bundok o beach?
Beach, syempre.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Kontrabida.
Boxer or brief?
Boxer.
Matamis o maalat?
Matamis. Matamis.
Meat or vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Morena o mestiza?
Mestiza.
Petite or matangkad?
Petite.
Demure or athletic?
Athletic na.
Coffee or juice?
Juice.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Text or call?
Text.
Kotse o motor?
Motor.
Rewind or fast forward?
Rewind.
Six-pack or big belly?
Big belly.
Bundok or beach?
Beach.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Kontrabida.
Boxer or brief?
Boxer.
Matamis or maalat?
Matamis.
Meat or vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Morena o mestiza?
Mestiza.
Petite or matangkad?
Matangkad.
Demure or athletic?
Athletic.
Coffee or juice?
Coffee.
Wine or beer?
Wine.
Text o tawag?
Tawag.
Kotse o motor?
Kotse.
Rewind or fast forward?
Rewind.
Six-pack o big belly?
Big belly.
Bundok o beach?
Bundok.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Maging bida.
Boxer or brief?
Boxer.
Matamis o maalat?
Matamis.
Meat o vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty o brains?
Both.
Morena o mestiza?
Mestiza.
Petite or matangkad?
Petite.
Demure or athletic?
Demure.
Okay, thank you.
Narito na ang top 10 plays nitong nakarang linggo sa NCAA Season 97 Men's Basketball. Simulan natin sa number 10, JL De Los Santos ng JRU. Nagpakita ng matinding depensa. Namangha si Andre Felix at Papa Bear.
Chase down, block! Kala ko breakaway na eh.
Dito naman sa number 9, Will Gozum umatake mula sa 3-point line, umikot, bumitin sa ere at naipasok ang tira.
And hitting the shot. Binomba pa sa taas.
Here at number 8, yes, Martin and Mikey, you guys are right on. Kasama nga itong pasa ni Ralph Penuela sa ating countdown.
From Penuela. Ito mo naman, nakita niya doon? Dito niya pinasa sa kabila. What a pass there.
Sa number 7, Renz Nocom humingi ng clear out para maipakita ang kanyang malupit na footwork sa hardcourt.
The spin, the shot, the hoop for Renz. Grabe naman yung pihit na yun. Akala ko bagyapang nabitawan yung bola. Tira pala talaga niya yun.
At number 6, Kenneth Villapando rides his bike as he skies through the air for the baseline basket.
Ooh, with the athletic move. 16th point of the game.
For our number 5 play, the best shooting guard in the NCAA, James Kwekute, showing us Exhibit A on how to attack the basket with authority.
Nung nag-player of the game sa last game, di ba tinanong natin, when will James be? Right.
Para naman sa number 4, kalma lang. Si JM na ang bahala. Nagpaula ng 3, si Giannis Antetokounmpo sa laban ng Golden Stags kontra JRU.
Calma fires another three. Yes! Calma, will it be another three? Bang! Okay, Calma here. Meantime,
Ayan na.
three.
Ayan na.
Beat the shot clock.
At number 3, Mr. Fantastic drops not 1, not 2, but 3 3-point bombs in the clutch to end the winning ways of the EAC Generals.
After maibaba, another one! Mr. Fantastic!
Para sa ating number 2 play, ito na kaya ang inaabangan nating Fran Yu to Renz Abando alley-oop? Talagang binibitin tayo ng dalawa. Pero thank you, Fran Yu pa rin. At okay, bumuelo pala ng konti si Renz, guys. Pero sobrang konti lang, walang dribble. And for our number 1 play, how about Renz Abando with another one? Renz Abando with the block of the season. Enough said. Abangan ang iba pang mga awesome plays mula sa ating mga collegiate basketball superstars sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 97.
And good setup coming from Mac.
A man of few words,
Guadagna will create and score.
but who needs words when this guy's basketball talents and good looks already speak volumes?
Right. Oh, what a pass. Guadagna converts.
Seryoso sa game, loyal sa team. Ganun din kaya siya sa love life?
And we have Mac Guadagna scoring on the floater.
Ang minsan point guard, minsan shooting guard, pero all-time heartthrob pirate ng Lyceum of the Philippines University, Bacolod Guadagna.
The biggest election coverage is now online.
Sa ating interactive eleksyon 2022 website, tutulungan namin kayong kilalanin ng mga kandidato at maging handa sa pagboto.
Sa araw ng eleksyon, ihatid natin ang bilang ng boto mula sa bawat voting precinct sa bansa.
At kasama kayo sa pagbabantay sa resulta ng national at local polls.
Lahat ng malalaki at mahahalagang balita diretsong ihahatid sa 173 million plus followers at subscribers ng GMA News and Public Affairs social media pages.
The biggest election coverage from GMA News and Public Affairs. Ito ang Eleksyon 2022.
Ikinararangal ko pong ihandog sa inyo ang GMA News and Public Affairs Advocacy para sa eleksyon 2022 para sa patas at matalinong desisyon sa mga susunod nating iluluklok sa pwesto. Ako po ang inyong kapuso, Mike Enriquez. Ngayong eleksyon 2022, ang buong sambayanang Pilipino dapat totoo.
Noong Eleksyon 2019, ang ating panawagan at panata, pusuan ang totoo. Kaya lumibot tayo sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa para ipakilala at isulong ang mga katangian ng kandidatong totoo.
Pusuan ang totoo! Ngayong eleksyon 2022, sa harap ng hamon na ibangon ang ating bayan, lahat tayo, ang mga kandidato, ang mga botante, at ang pagbabalitang gagabay sa bayan, dapat totoo.
Ang mga tatakbo, dapat totoo.
Totoong may paninindigan para sa tama. Dapat matapat, hindi magnanakaw o tiwali.
Totoong may plataforma at konkretong solusyon sa mga isyong dapat tugunan.
Magpapakatotoo sa kanilang mandato at totoo ang hangad na makapaglingkod.
Hindi personal na kapakanan ang itataguyod.
At dahil nasa atin ang responsibilidad
Na iboto ang karapat-dapat na kandidato,
Ang paninindigan ng mga botanteng Pilipino.
dapat totoo. Magsaliksik tungkol sa kandidatong susuportahan. Alamin ang kanilang track record.
At huwag basta maniwala.
Sa sabi ng iba o ng mga tumatakbo.
himayin ang kanilang mga plano.
At suriin ang mga proyektong kanilang isinusulong.
Pahalagahan, bigyang dangal, at ipaglaban ang boto. Huwag magpabayad sa sino mang kandidato.
Tumulong sa pagpapalaganap ng katotohanan.
At huwag magkakalat ng fake news.
Ang GMA News and Public Affairs sa pagbabalita ngayong eleksyon, mananatiling totoo.
Walang takot na ihahayag ang mga problema ng lipunan para mamulat ng mga kandidato at botante sa totoong kalagayan ng bayan.
Ang mga ibabalita, walang itatago. Lahat dadaan sa masusing pagsisiyasat. Lahat ng panig, pakikinggan at bibigyang boses.
Totoong pagbabantay ang gagawin. Susuriin ang mga plataforma at posisyon ng mga kandidato sa iba't ibang issue.
Para magabayan ang mga Pilipino sa paggawa ng desisyong mahalaga sa ating kinabukasan.
Ang ating pagbabalita, noon at higit pa sa ngayon, walang kikilingan, walang poprotektahan, walang kasinungalingan.
Ngayong eleksyon 2022, ang mga kandidato, ang mga botante, at ang pagbabalitang gagabay sa bawat Pilipino. Lahat tayo, dapat totoo.
Dapat totoo. The GMA News and Public Affairs Eleksyon 2022 Advocacy.
Iba-iba tayong mga Pilipino. Magkakaiba tayo ng pinanggalingan.
Matatagpuan tayo saan man sa mundo.
Magkakaiba tayo ng estado sa buhay.
Magkakaiba tayo ng salita.
At kulay sa politika.
Pero magkakatulad ang pangarap natin.
Para sa Pilipinas.
At sa bawat Pilipino, disente at ligtas na buhay.
At magandang kinabukasan.
Nasa ating lahat ang responsibilidad.
Sa bawat kandidato.
Sa bawat botante. At sa mga tagapagbalitang gagabay sa desisyon ng mamamayan.
Para makamit ang pangarap ng ating minamahal na bayan.
Kaya ngayong eleksyon, maging tapat, mapanuri at patas.
Sa isip, sa salita at sa gawa. Lahat tayo dapat totoo.
The GMA News and Public Affairs Eleksyon 2022 Advocacy.
It is Tuesday game day, and we open a brand new week here inside the St. Benilde Gym in the Sal Green Hills. This is a beautiful campus, an aerial view of the Sal Green Hills located at the center of Metro Manila in Mandaluyong City as we enter the home stretch of the elimination round. Huling pagkakataon para sa ating mga kupunan na makahabol sa ating team standings. This is your NCAA Season 97 Stronger Together. Buo ang puso. And today, Tuesday doubleheader, we will feature two heavy games, two all-important games, starting with the action between the College of St. Benilde Blazers and the San Beda Red Lions, currently number 4 and number 2 teams respectively, and followed by play-in implications, number 1 seed implications, San Sebastian Golden Stags facing the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights in our second game today. Mga kapuso, happy Tuesday to everybody watching us right now live on GTV, online as well, on NCAA Philippines, GMA Sports PH, GMANetwork.com, and worldwide via GMA Pinoy TV. There you go. First game natin, College of St. Benilde going up against San Beda today. Good to have you with us. My name is Martin Javier, and I'm happy to be at your service. And today, I'm working alongside the one and the only Tower of Power, Papa Bear, Coach Benji Paras here in the broadcast. Makakabawi na po ako, hindi na niya ako mapapanatan. Rabawi Bench, good to have you here in the broadcast. Pero syempre, ang kukumpleto sa ating cast dito. Of course, our two courtside reporters. Unahin na natin na magre-report para sa kanyang alma mater, si Chantal Laude, reporting from CSB side. Hello, Chantal. And on the other side, nandyan po for San Beda, si Michelle Naldo. Girls, we'll get to your reports in just a little bit. Pero kausapin ko muna dito si Coach Benji Paras. Coach, una muna, mga narinig ko dun sa huling coverage, kinalimutan ko na, biro lang. Pero magandang laban to, mabigat ito. Maraming implications para sa parehong teams natin, San Beda at CSB.
Well, this is going to be a crucial game for San Beda, no? If they wanted to maintain their standing in number 2 spot. And katulad ng pinag-usapan natin kanina, no pressure for St. Benilde. Pero knowing Coach Chris Chu, hindi magpapatalo yan.
Si Coach Charles yung...
Charles Chu. Hindi magpapatalo yan kahit alam niyang this is... no matter what happened, St. Benilde will be in the number
4 or 3.
4 or 3 spot, right?
Kasi yan yung kartada ngayon na magkabilang panic natin. San Beda still has an opportunity, by the way, to take the number 1 spot if they take this game against CSB. And of course, if they beat Letran on Friday, CSB on the other hand, nabanggit ni Coach, alam na nila na dyan sila maglalaro sa number 3 tsaka number 4. But again, knowing Coach Charles Chu, you know, they're gonna be battling for pride, especially against the Red Lions today. That is a situation. Meron tayong bagyo sa taas, bagyo sa gitna, dito sa papunta sa ating play-in tournament. And speaking of the play-in, you know, a lot of people are curious kung paano to maglalaro, Coach Benji. Eto, ganito siya. Top 2 teams natin, sila po yung may outright ng nakaupo dyan sa ating Final 4, our semifinals. Pero wala pang kasiguraduhan yung number 3, pababa. Okay.
Yung number 3 and 4 naman, kung sino yung manalo, aantayin yung mananalo sa 5 and the winner of 5 and 6.
Ay,
tama?
Yung number 3 versus number 4 natin, yung matchup nila, matik yun ang mananalo doon. Siya na makakasecure ng number 3. Yung matatalo, ang maghihintay doon sa winner ng 5 and 6. Yun. Pero ang matalo doon sa 5 and 6, automatic. Eliminated na. So yan po yung play-in round natin, and I hope you guys are able to catch that kasi syempre, unang beses po natin gagawin yan dito sa NCAA, but we're basing it on the results in the NBA at maganda yung nagiging quality ng laro natin pagdating sa play-in because everyone is really out there to win. Talaga nagpapakamatay para maipanalo yung kanilang team. Alright, let's talk about these two teams in detail now. For the College of St. Benilde Blazers, they finally snapped their 2-game losing skid. At ito, yung kaibahan ng kanilang mga numero versus JRU. Parang nagtuloy yung talagang nakapanghina para dito sa CSB. Nagpatuloy yung kanilang slump against Mapua. But we know what the capability of this team is, Coach Benji. At yun nga yung pinakita nila against San Sebastian.
Yeah, natalo sila dito against JRU pero makita mo naman yung percentage nila. Ang baba, 33 against San Sebastian with 46%. Tapos yung 3-point field goal nila, 28% against San Sebastian and 11% lang doon. Tapos yung second chance points, halos wala pa sa kalahati. 6.5 lang against JRU. Tapos yung fast break points allowed, hindi nila pinayagan magkaroon gumana yung transition offense ng San Sebastian. And then yung rebounds din, pinababa nila from 51 to 43.
That's a good San Sebastian team that they beat in the fourth quarter. And for CSB, meron na silang nabubuong big three in terms of scoring. Led by that guy, Will Gozum leading the pack, of course. MVP numbers so far. But it's guys like him. Pareho silang nasa top 10 in scoring ni Robbie Naive. Biggie Cortes also in the supporting cast there. But for this particular graphic, Coach Benji, gusto ko mag-zero in kay Robbie Naive. Kasi talaga nung JRU Mapua, struggle yung Naive. Nakabawi na siya finally against Baste.
Yes. Yeah. Ito, Robin Naive, 17 points. And then Will Gozum naman, he's number 2 in 2-point field goal made and number 4 in rebounds. Number 2 in rebounds and number 4 in blocks. Kaya yan, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks. And then silang tatlo ni Miguel Cortesa, grabe, 45 points. Yung binigay nila.
Sobrang bigat noon. Of course, Miggy Cortesa is the energy bunny or energizer bunny para dito sa CSB off the bench. Alright, napag-usapan na natin ang CSB. Maya-maya po, San Beda naman ang ating pag-uusapan. Magbabalik ang inyong NCAA Season 97.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang...
Coverage of your NCAA Season 97 Stronger Together. Buo ang puso. Kasama niyo pa rin Martin Javier alongside Coach Benji Paras here in the broadcast. At natapos na nga namin pag-usapan ng College of St. Benilde kanina. Ngayon naman, tutungo tayo sa kanilang makakalaban from the Lions Den in Menjola. San Beda Red Lions coming off their first loss of the season. Not just in the season, Coach Benji, but since 2018. And to be exact, that was August 21, 2018 nung pinataob sila ng LPU Pirates, led of course by CJ Peros. Pero nung season na rin na yun, season 94, 17-1 din yung San Beda noon. So ganito ka-importante yung pagkatalo na yun ng San Beda against Mapua.
Yes, malaki yung nawala dito sa San Beda during that game. Yung field goal na lang, i-compare natin 33 against 43% ng Mapua. And then yung free throw, masyado silang maraming binigay na free throw dito sa Mapua. And yung yung problema rito is yung defense din ng San Beda, parang nag-collapse. Pero as a coach naman, I am sure Coach Boyet, yun ang gusto niya eh. Natatalo muna yung team before entering the semis. Para at least, alam yung sobrang taas ng kumpiyansa, medyo bumaba ng konti.
Nakaka-experience ng ganyang klase.
Kailangan maka-experience ng ganyang ma-pressure.
Yan for San Beda. Of course, they don't want that to continue. They want to bounce back immediately. And this was the biggest difference of that game because going into that matchup against Mapua, their bench was responsible for their lopsided wins. Dahil sila nga, yung malaking inaambag off the bench in their previous two games before that game against Mapua. Pero against the Cardinals, they only had 20 at may pinakamarami ng ipinutos. Itong si Ryan Amsali.
Yes, yun yung kaibahan dito. Nakita ko na maglaro itong San Beda and Coach Boyet yung coaching strategy niya is everyone should be involved. Talagang kailangan yung mga bench players, they should always be ready.
And when the bench shows up for San Beda, they've been really good. Pero pag hindi, talagang nahihirapan sila. Especially against Mapua, who is, of course, a red-hot team right now. Let's take a look at our shooting guard showdown. Magandang banggaan to. 2 of our leading scorers in the league. Robbie Naive, now at number 10 in scoring. Makakalaban niya, makakabangga niya dito. Much improved player ng San Beda, James Kwekute, who is over him just by 1. 9th in scoring this year, Coach Bench.
Ayan, kung titingnan natin yung points, field goal percentage, rebounds, and assists, halos hindi sila nagkakalayo. So this is going to be a perfect match and perfect showdown for these two guys.
There you go. Robin Ive, kontra dito kay James Kwekute. Mga numero na po nila, talagang aabangan po natin, babantayan natin in the entire game. Now, let's go to our Coliseum announcer to introduce the starting lineups.
As we begin the final week of eliminations, we get 2 exciting games here at the NCAA Season 97 Stronger Together Buo ang Puso, live on GTV and worldwide via GMA Pinoy TV and GMA News TV International. Let's meet the starters for the College of St. Benilde Blazers. At guard, number 26, JC Culiar.
We're back to the broadcast, and Coach Charles Chu mixing things up, opting to start with Carlo Lim at shooting guard instead of Robbie Naive. And of course, usually ito, coming off the bench, AJ Benson will make the start alongside Gozum, Culiar, and Lepala. Interesting decision-making from Coach Charles Chu to begin this game. Now we go to the other side. Para naman sa Mapua, Ryan Amsali will join Kuntapay, Abudak, Kwekute, Alfaro. So both coaches really mixing up their rotations today. Coach Benji, magandang chess match between Coach Boyet and Coach Charles. Escario Jr., Limano Jr., Serapia Jr., yan po. Yung tatawag dito sa ating laban, of course, headed by Commissioner Pai Cristobal.
Puro junior,
Oo nga. Tatlong junior yan eh.
Nagsabay-sabay.
Alang mintes. Alright, entering this game, first quarter. CSB versus San Beda. We begin the final week of the elimination round. Kasama nyo, Martin Javier alongside Coach Benji Paras. And of course, Chantal Laude and Michelle Naldo at courtside. Na mamaya po makakausap natin. Here's Benson. Right away, pulling the trigger from 3-point range. Wala yung tira niya. Out dead pass ni Amsali, masyadong malakas. And for San Beda, ito kasi CSB, mahilig tumakbo to. I-recommend mo ba na sumabay sila dyan?
Well, pareho naman sila, no? Parehong yung mga transition offense nitong dalawang team na to. Pero kung nakikita mo na during yung last game ng St. Benilde, halos puro transition offense. So, medyo kailangan bagalan mo na yung laro.
Ito si Ladis Lepanam scoring the first basket for the College of St. Benilde at in the game. Nakita nyo kanina si Coach Boyd Fernandez. Kasama yan ni Coach Benji sa coaching staff din ng San Beda. Won 2 championships with him here in the NCAA as well. Ito na, CSB. What a lob! Hindi nga lang. Masyadong mataas para kay Gozum doon.
Si Gozum, he reminds me of Noli Locsin. Diba? The way he playing ngayon. Alam mo yung malakas yung katawan sa loob.
The tank.
And ganyan-ganyan yung katawan nun. Ninoli nung time na yun. And he was playing pa.
Pero iba yung lakas ng Noli Locsin noon. Talagang...
Grabe yung yung lower body.
Lower body.
Tibay.
Correct. Here's Culiar, nahirapan sa depensa. We are seeing some quality basketball to begin this game. Hindi nga alam makashoot yung mga teams natin, pero nakikita mo yung effort sa opensa at depensa. Kwekute, step back, doesn't work. And here comes Culiar, CSB on the attack again. Lim, faking, blowing by the defense. Got the step through, pero again, nandun si Alfaro to bother the shot.
Pero yun ang makikita mo magandang ginagawa nitong San Beda, no? And yung defense sila kagad, andun sila. And tinan mo, 3 kagad yung dumipensa.
Talagang kinakrowd nila. Putting on the pressure on CSB to begin this game. I love the sense of urgency as well from both teams. As Gozum nails the 3-pointer.
That was a late closeout para dito kay Amsali. Dahil hindi mo pwedeng gawin yun dahil mataas din ang percentage sa tres nitong si Gosum.
Shooter talaga itong si Will Gosum, and he's shown that numerous times this year. Let's check out how San Beda will respond on their side of the court. Bumomba sa ilalim yung Amsali. Amsali couldn't score. And ball sailing out. Last touch.
Grabe yung defense
CSB.
nitong CSB, no? Talagang nakikisabay, sumasabay talaga sila.
Suffocating defense so far.
Oo.
Speaking of CSB, puntahan natin si Chantal Laude.
Martin and Coach Benji, in the history of NCAA, 8 taon na ang nakaraan simula ng huling panalo ng St. Benilde Blazers against San Beda Red Lions. But this is not a reason to underestimate the team dahil ang quote of the day nga nila, walang maliit na hindi nakakapuwing. Ngayon, the Blazers are more competitive than ever. Pero nabahagi nga sa akin ni Coach Charles Chu that winning or losing this game will have no effect in their season standing. Kaya para sa kanila, the most rewarding thing today is the opportunity to learn and get better. Kaya ang tanong, will the Blazers be able to change the course of history in this game? Ano sa tingin nyo?
Oh, that is a great historical tidbit right there. 8 years.
8 years na.
Na hindi natatalo ng CSB ang San Beda.
Kaya nga, hindi ko na rin matandaan kasi I was still in some part of the coaching staff of San Beda during that time.
Talagang kakaunti lang naman talaga ang mga talo ng San Beda rather in the elimination round. Kaya pakiramdam ko that's true for many teams in the NCAA as well. After ng tres kanina ni Kwekutey, there is a turnover on the other side. Lepalam called for steps. Tres kanina, Peter Alfaro, the penetration and the kick out to the open James Kwekutey. Better execution para dito sa San Beda. 5 apiece. Nice pass inside. That's Amsali going to Kwekutey, and Kwekutey is able to draw the foul.
Tinatayo siya pero ayaw niya. Pero ganun yun eh. Hindi naman, it doesn't mean galit siya sa'yo. Parang, ano to eh.
Kaya ko, hindi. Oo, ganun. Kaya ko. Ayan, sige, puntahan natin ang San Beda kasama si Michelle Naldo. Michelle?
Coach Benji, para sa San Beda, their first loss was just a timely to pick up their energy on the floor ulit. Ani ni Ralph Penuela, kung gusto namin mag-champion, we simply can't act that way. The team should also return the effort that Coach Boyet has been showing for us. At talagang yung effort ni Coach Boyet, makikita natin as he reminds us boys that things are not so bad for them. Ani niya, our destiny is still in our hands as long as we bounce back. Now, a quick update on JB Bahio. He's still resting his ankle sprain from the last game, kaya today, he will be engaged only when really needed. But when I spoke to him, sabi niya, he is still ready to give his everything kung kinakailangan. Aside from this, Justin Sanchez is also out after getting sanctioned in last game. Pero Martin and Coach Benji, all in all, ang gusto lang talaga nilang ipakita today is that despite what happened, they are still worthy of that spot in the top 2. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. Let's echo what Coach Benji said earlier. Yan talaga, okay. Para mabuhay yung sense of urgency ng San Beda. You know, that loss really woke them up at revitalized their energy dito sa mga laban natin.
Mahirap kalaban yung galing sa talo. Pero mahirap din maglaro ng galing sa talo. Diba? Pero itong CSB naka-bounce back na.
Ito nga ang CSB, galing lang nila sa panalo. But right now, almost, or little over 4 minutes gone sa ating first quarter. Tabla tayo, 5 apiece.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer nyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free.
Introducing Me to Me, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public.
That's starting today para dito sa College of St. Benilde, but he's having an excellent season so far. At ito yung sinasabi natin, ang kaibahan ng isang Robbie Naive from those games against JRU and Mapua versus against San Sebastian, finally ending his slump from the field.
Nakuha niya na yung rhythm niya. Ang laki yun. From 9 points to 17 points. 24% to 38%.
And look at that 3-point shooting against JRU and Mapua. 0 out of 13. Yung talaga nagulat ako kasi parang talagang nawala yung laro doon ni Robbie. But again, regaining it against San Sebastian. Today though, not starting as Coach Stars opting to start with this guy, Carlo Lim. Here is the lab. Nice spin by Gozum. Magandang salo. Magandang finish para kay Will.
Late yung help ni Contapay dito kay Gozum. Nakikita natin mababa yung scoring, talagang yung depensa ng both teams. At natawagan ng illegal screen.
Illegal screen, offensive foul against San Beda here. 7-5 as the lead of CSB.
Ayun ang ayaw mong makita yung coming from a basket, yung CSB, and then nagkaroon naman ng foul. Another chance for them to score again.
Parang pinapabid mo sila talaga ng momentum dito because of those infractions. Lepalam looking for a teammate. Heavily bothered here. It is Benson now. Going to the cutting Gozum. Mahirap na tira. San Beda forces the miss. Quecote gets it to Alfaro. Here's Tami Contapay running big. Sending it out. Na-anticipate ni Lim. Carlo Lim now going to Colliar. Back and forth we go. Pull-up jumper for JC connects.
Medyo mahirap kasi yun eh. Diba yung if you go, yung pass na nasa taas ka. Mahirap.
Tsaka big man pa.
Big
yung
man
gumawa
pa.
nun.
Ay, illegal yan.
Second one. And probably a minute para dito sa San Beda Red Lions. Second foul on Dami Contapay dahil siya rin yung tinawagan kanina. Oo. Pwet lang niya yung inaabot ni Carlo.
Illegal screen talaga yun.
Hindi naka-establish. Turnover count natin, 6 para sa San Beda. Uncharacteristic for this team. 9-5 so far, and this pace favoring evidently the CSB Blazers. At pati na rin yung gitgitan sa depensa, sa kanila rin pumapabor. It is Culyar. Counter.
Nakabawi naman. Lahat kasi ng teams, if you will recognize, lahat ng plays actually, dun top of the key lagi. Kaya dyan lagi natatawagan ng foul. Dahil dyan ay ginagawa lahat ng screens.
Ay, screen na yan. Si Gozo, mabigat yun ang natawagan sa CSB, one of their key players. Ball will be tapped out. Mananatili dito sa Red Lions. With 15 to work with. Quecote, the trigger man. Amsali will challenge Gozum. Off to the side of the board.
Good defense para dito kay Gozum.
Benson stops on a dime. Nagahanap ng kakampi. Binigay kay Culyar. Culyar will facilitate. They swing it. Carlo Lim using that screen. Lepalam, nakawala! And count it plus the foul for Ladis Lepalam. That was a hard bump para dito kay Ryan Amsali na binigay dito kay Lepalam.
Ayan, makikita natin, ano?
Bangga.
No, they need to review that.
Tignan natin yung left hand ni Amsali. There was a slight nudge.
Yes. Kung intentional o hindi. Ngayon, ang problema, above the shoulder yan.
Correct. Dahil sa mukha tinamaan ito si Ladis Lepalam. And we saw him react. Itong si Ladis after niyang matamaan sa mukha. So let's see what the official call will be here. But the basket definitely counts, so it is an 11-5 lead now. 6-0 run for CSB coming off that timeout earlier.
Maganda yung offense na tinatakbo nitong St. Benilde. More on the nagko-concentrate sila sa loob lagi. They're challenging the big man of San Beda.
Really putting on the pressure dahil ito, mga veterano, yung bigs ng CSB. Of course, they have Kozum, Lepala, may much improved player this year. Kina-challenge nila ito si Ryan Amsali na kaka-elevate lang from the juniors, although he has numerous experiences with older and more experienced players. Pero syempre, iba pa rin yung physicality sa NCAA.
Actually, totoo yan.
Kasi magugulat ka pa rin eh. Kahit naglaro ka na sa ibang mga liga, ito, nag-represent pa to ng bansa sa 3x3. But again, you know, the physicality and the bigs in the NCAA.
Ayan. Tinawagan ng flagrant foul.
So that's an unsportsmanlike foul
on number 13, Ryan Amsali. That's his first.
So unsportsmanlike foul. So may free throw para dito kay Ladis Lipalam. I'm assuming this is just gonna be one free throw and a possession for CSB.
Yun ang mabigat na ibibigay mo for a team like this.
If CSB plays their cards right here, this could be a 5 to 6 point swing. Kung maipasok lang to ni Ladis.
Binati mo.
Sorry. Sorry. Para ilang beses ko na ginawa yan this year. Hindi ko pala binati. Tahimik lang pala yan.
Ang tumama lang doon yung inbound sila. Pero yung shoot hindi.
Sorry, Ladis. Sorry na ako sa kanya ngayon. Pero ito si Culyar, unable to hit. And CSB unable to take advantage as well. So, San Beda, by the way, scoreless in the last 3.5 minutes of this game. But Clifford Hopia addresses that with that tip. Clifford Hopia, 6'9", 6'10", magandang matchup. Ito yata ang two of our tallest players in the league, in Clifford Hopia and Ladis Lipalam. Robbie Naive from 17 connects.
Ito na. Yung sinasabi natin kanina, hindi nag-start itong si Naive, pero alam mo yun, nag-confuse lang ni Charles Tiu itong San Beda.
Pati itong usual starter ng San Beda, si Penuela, pumuntos na para sa kanila, 13-9. Naive! Short. Rebound goes to Kwekute. And James will facilitate here, going to Penuela, who just scored in the previous possession. Amsali. Kwekute, sending it out. Abuda will attack. Going baseline, wala para kay France.
Masyadong malaki yung last line of defense. At nailang dito si Abuda. Pero gusto ko itong player na to dahil ano to eh. Kahit undersized pero andun pa rin siya, getting the rebound, playing good defense kahit sino yung dinidepensahan niya.
Ang napaka-importanting piece para dito sa San Beda because, again, he fulfills his role very well.
Yes.
Abuda will send it to Amsali here. Amsali with the aggression. Hopia, wala. Battle for the board. Hopia gets it back, sending it out to Penuela.
Si Hopia, he reminds me of Yao Ming. Di ba? Yung if you will look at his yung physical ano niya. Yan, pag nakatalikod.
Ano si Yao Ming? Alam mo, nung hindi mo sinabi.
Yeah, di ba?
Ngayon, nakikita ko na. This is a great tip. Again, battle of the bigs between Lipalam and Hopia. 13-9 in favor of CSB.
Maraming ingay ngayon sa ating buhay. Kaya, slow down muna tayo.
Sino ka ba?
Kailangan ko ng time for myself.
Wala na akong ginawa sa buhay ko kundi magbanda.
Marami tayong gusto pero hindi naman lahat natin nakukuha.
Care to share?
Kasi syempre, if I have the answer, di ba, yung yaman ko na.
Healthy na kwentuhan?
Tell him na your goal now is to have a house in each
Yeah.
Komportableng usapan.
No dating muna?
Sagot ko na yan.
Ganda nun, okay.
Yes.
Dapat nag-mute ako dito.
Kaya share mo na dito sa Share Ko Lang.
Back to the coverage, si Alexandra Mendez po ang haharana sa ating mga kapuso at halftime. So abangan niyo po siya after.
Baka mawala ka na
second
naman
quarter.
dito. Baka maiwan mo ako, ha? Huwag ganun. Dito ka lang sa tabi ko, ha?
Kala ko ligtas na ako eh. Teka lang. Hindi, dito lang ako. Pero, of course, Ralph Penuela, the usual point guard for Coach Boyd Fernandez. Coming off the bench today, he is the second leading scorer of this team. Important piece for them going forward. Coach Benji, magandang ano rin siya, matchup sa point guard position dahil mas malaki siya, mas mahaba usually sa mga point guard sa mga kalaban.
Yes, bihira yung ganyan, mataas na point guard at big advantage yan.
And Penuela has scored his first 2 points earlier upon his entry. It is Penuela now going to Tony Inot, nakakapasok lang. Corner shot for Cometa. Will drop in.
Grabe. 1 point lead na lang pala.
Oh,
itong CSB, no?
A 7-2 run. Mounted by San Beda. Carlos Mintes. Marcos inside. Wala pa rin. Cortes gets it back. Cortes sends it out. And that is Carlos slowing it down for the white shirts. Prince, the spin.
Traveling.
Oh, travel ang tinawag dito kay Prince Carlos.
Nagpalitan na lang sila. Momentum kanina. Nasa CSB. Ngayon naman, nasa San Beda.
And we gotta watch out because it is the bench players, again, in those wins by San Beda that really started the fire for them. Papuntang end ng first quarter at sa simula ng second quarter. And it's these guys. Tony Inot now with possession. Going to Clifford. Hopia has the height advantage. The spin.
Oh.
The banker will work for Clifford Hopia.
Nakakatawa makakita ng mga yung basic post-up move. Dahil bihira na ngayon yung merong post-up move. Dahil everyone is coming from the outside.
Correct.
Iba na yung laro kasi ngayon eh.
Ang klaseng footwork ang pinakita sa atin doon ni Clifford Hopia. That time he provided the screen. Rumaragasa yung Tony Inot.
Grabe, ngayon naman they're controlling the game. Kanina yung sinabi mong sasabay ba sila rito sa transition offense. Eto na yung sagot.
Takbuhan tayo dito. Courtesy of the bench of the Red Lions. Cometa. May payong doon na 2 players mula sa CSB. Tony Inot will be fouled.
That's a good foul, They're not yet in the penalty.
To at least stop the time here. Tignan natin.
Ayan yung move.
Oh?
Akim Olajuwon.
Di ba? May konting dream shake at spin doon. Etong si Clifford Hopia. Inot on the catch and shoot. And that's too strong. But the Red Lions ending the first quarter on an 11-2 run to bring them this 3-point lead. Pero maganda yung simula dito ng CSB, Coach Benji.
Maganda. Very slow start for San Beda. At na-maximize siya ng CSB. Kaya lang biglang pinto yung momentum nila.
So that's something they're gonna be talking about during the quarter break. Will Gozum on your screens right now pacing everybody. His team, 5 points already for Will. They are down by 3, 16-13, going into the second frame. This is your NCAA Season 97.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Ah, yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Me to Me, a weekly explainer series from
Factor para sa team, yung advantage, pagkakaroon ng high percentage sa 3-point shot.
And kanina, on top of our coverage, we also mentioned the value of the bench netong Red Lions. So far, it has been in effect in this game because 16, dun sa 16 points nila, 11 ang nanggaling dun sa mga bench players so far na ipinasok ni Coach Boyd Fernandez.
Masarap din maging bench player. Walang pressure. Di ba? So, andun ka lang to relieve the starters.
Tapos ang kalaban mo, second unit ng kabilang team. Field goals natin for the first quarter. San Beda, a sizzling 50%. CSB naman, bumaba to 27% after their better start.
Good effort coming from Baguio. Grabe rin yung defense, ano? Kanina yung sinabi ko, slow start for San Beda. Pero ngayon, they're concentrating really on defense.
That's right.
Bago yung offense nila.
And so far, it's worked. It really shut down that CSB offense here, either by forcing a tough shot or getting a turnover on them. Tony, not. Oh, banker again, this time from Tony.
Sabihin ko sana, it's an early shot for Unot.
Shoot eh.
Hindi naman eh.
Shoot naman.
Okay lang eh.
Okay lang. Tateshi in the game. Has seen limited minutes for Coach Charles this year. Pero ito maglalaro siya dito. That's a foul on the uber-aggressive Tony Inot on Robin Ivan. Ito muna, yung galaw ng Tony Inot, Coach.
Grabe.
O, yan na. Back shot para dito kay Tony. Gets him his second basket of the game.
Ito na yung biggest lead ng San Beda. Thank you, Ginawa mo akong matalino.
Hiningan niya ng stat kanina.
Hiningan ko yung stat eh.
Biggest lead ng San Beda. Nabanggit ni Coach Benji. 5-point lead, 18-13. CSB looking for answers. Cortez inside of the nice find by Marcos but he could not finish. Bothered by Hopia.
Bakit hindi ka namang babother? Si Hopia yung dumipensa sa'yo. Last line of defense siya makikita mo at tatawagan ng offensive.
Tignan natin to.
Ay, hindi yata.
So let's see.
Ang foul.
Oh, so it's gonna be on Cortez.
Siya pa yung foul. So, tingnan natin, ano. Ang bilis, hindi ko nakita.
Sige, Miggy Cortez, pero siya yung nag-react eh.
Siya yung foul, pero siya yung nasa floor ngayon.
Nasa floor.
Tingnan natin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay lang, di ko lang. Hinawakan siya.
Oh, pero hindi naman siya tinamaan sa baba. Di Bayo. Nakita natin, may nakahiwala yung kamay ni Bayo sa ano niya eh. So that's Miggy Cortez.
Pero hindi, nagpasa
siya. Ay, oo nga.
Meron, tinamaan.
Meron, dumaples. So Miggy Cortez is bleeding on the nose there. So he will be checked. But we're sure, knowing Miggy, he will come back in this game.
Okay lang sana kung sugat lang, ano. Okay lang yun.
Pero kung break, iba
Ayun, yun.
CSB naman kanina kung San Beda ang nasa dry spell. Ngayon naman, CSB hasn't scored since the 3-minute mark nung first quarter natin. 13-18. This is their opportunity to put some points on the board. Kung maalala natin, abante po ang CSB kanina, 11-5 nung first quarter natin. Sangko for 3, wala. And that's a shot they'll give CSB. Talking about San Beda.
CSB 6 out of 18. San Beda naman 4 out of 10 of field goal. Make that 4 out of 11.
Carlos accelerating. Nabitawan ng sangko. And CSB still, again, unable to put some points in.
Sumasabay na rin tong CSB, no? Sa transition para dito sa San Beda.
But again, this bench of Coach Boyat doing wonders for him. 13 bench points now for San Beda. It is Gab Cometa going to Hopia. Cometa. They go to their big guy. He scored a couple of baskets already. Clifford backing down, puts it up and in. And Clifford Hopia now with 6 points across his name. As we go to Chantal Laude from CSB side. Chantal?
Kahit na the season's elimination round is almost coming to an end, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang effort ng team ng St. Benilde Blazers to do their routines as a team. Kahapon nga, they had their daily reading sessions with the book Mind Gym, an athlete's guide to inner excellence. Binahagi nga sa akin ni team captain JC Collar that they focus on preparing their mentality. Bawal daw matakot even if they're going against a big team. Ito daw ay dahil fear releases chemical hormones that can affect one's performance and shut them down. At ito nga ang iiwasan nila for today. So expect a fearless St. Benilde Blazers who will do whatever it takes to win today. Balik sa inyo.
Perfectly placed there, Chantal, and that's exactly what they need today. It is the exact situation you mentioned, adversity. Para dito sa CSB, yan ang kailangan nilang ma-overcome dito. Especially with this dry spell that they are on. But this is not going to help. Tony Inot on the move.
Nabitawan lang. Masyado mabilis yung momentum niya.
And ball going back to the side of CSB. Was scored their first point since that 3-minute mark in the first quarter via the free throw earlier by Will. Naive to Gozum. Kick out. They swing it to Marcos for 3. In and out.
Sayang. Sanko was open already, no? Kaya lang pinasa pa niya.
So 14-20. Penuela now against Marcos. Penuela fakes. Good defense by McCoy. Ito si Cometa. Gab goes to Clifford. Clifford picks it up. The push shot will not drop. Rebound goes to Gozum.
Grabe, si Gozum lang yung isa sa big man lang nila rito. Undersized, pero he's getting the rebound.
And Robbie Naive connecting from deep. 17-20 now. Robbie has 5 points now in the ball game. That's his second basket. Penuela. Pinuntahan si Hopia. Nabasa na ng CSB. Pacquiao on the double pump. And San Beda quickly answers on their side. 22-17.
Walang pressure. Sinabi natin kanina for St. Benilde, no matter what, they'll be in the same spot, the position sa standings. Kaya lang, iba yung magiging momentum niyan going into the playoffs kapag natalo mo ang number 1 or number 2.
Dagdag kumpiyansa. At ito, si Prince Carlos, speaking of confidence, puts that one up and in, plus the foul. Tama ka doon, Coach Benji, kasi as we take a look at the replay here, initial miss by Prince Carlos here. Gozum on the putback. And then finding Prince once more for the basket and the foul. Lead is down to 3 for San Beda.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. that spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
NCAA Season 97. Narinig natin yung report kanina ni Chantal. Ngayon naman pupunta tayo sa site ng San Beda with Michelle. Go ahead.
Martin and Coach Benji, James Quecote shared to me the progress that the rookies have gone through so far with the team, but also na marami din siyang natutunan sa kanila. As we are almost ending the first round of games, he says their journey, even with that loss, has really made them gel better as a team. Pero personally daw, sabi ni James, this season has really made me think more like a senior because I was also once a rookie and I know how it feels. I think it just made me realize I need to lead the team and be like an older brother for these guys. Kaya for today's game, he's really counting on himself to perform better than his last, but also needs the help of his teammates to turn things around, especially on the defense, which is what Coach Boyet really wants to see from them today. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. Well, they have a lot of young guys on this team, mostly rookies that came out of their high school program, either that o nag-transfer mula sa different college like Cap Cometa transferring for University of Visayas. Of course, pag first time mo talaga sa NCAA, Coach Benji, tapos maigsi yung season mo, may time ka talaga na kailangan i-allot for growth eh. At saka para masanay ka sa laruan dito.
Ako nga, first time to play in the NCAA in San Beda Red Cubs High School. First year high school ako.
First year high school?
Yes, I was only 13.
Wow! So ganung kabata.
Grabe.
Pero dami mo namang napa-champion. Coach Ben, yung game changer pala yung pagdating mo dun.
Eh, siyempre, with ang teammates ko noon, Ronnie Magsanok, Eric Altamirano, Dindo Pumaren, Jerry Esplana.
Wow, lakas nyo naman. Sino tatalo sa inyo nun?
Grabe, ang trabaho lang namin is to get the rebound and give it to them. That's it.
So, we see the three-pointer earlier by Robbie Naive. 8 points now for Robbie. Magiting ko na. Point laureate, Ronnie Magsanok.
Yes.
Okay yun dati. Ayaw niya yun eh. Ayaw niya yung moniker na yun eh. Pero point laureate yan. And
parang pagkain eh.
Laureate. JB Baguio on the sidestep. We go back and forth here. By the way, nakabalik na ng gusto dito ang College of St. Benilde. Only down by a point. And inside the court for San Beda, Cortes ang pumasok. Nasa reserve to initially ng lineup ni Coach Boyet Fernandez, but because eto siya yung pumasa dito kay Yukian Andrada on the other side, Villejo could not continue with the season with his medical condition, inactivate itong si Cortes. And so far, good decision. Got the assist there and got San Beda back the 3-point lead.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista?
NCAA Season 97, CSB versus San Beda. Look at the step through here. Coming from JB Baguio and then Jacob Cortes doing it a la Mike Cortes, his dad, passing it to Yukian Andrada for the touchdown.
Napa-timeout ang St. Benilde dahil just pasa ni Cortes. Nagkaroon ng lapse of defense.
Of course, tatay nito ni Jacob Cortes. Again, getting activated today from UST's program. Kaya din, naglaro din dito sa LaSalle Green Hills. Probably used to the court. Still used to it. Pero ito, binibigyan siya ng minuto because he got activated nung na-diagnose ng isang medical condition si Villejo, who was initially in the lineup ng San Beda, the Phil Hawaiian. And here comes CSB. Flores, by the way, is in the ball game for them. Balik kay Benson dito. AJ going to Gozo. Bumomba sa loob. Will forces that one up. Wala. Abuda gets it. Kinadaan sa legs ni Benson.
Smart move.
And here comes San Beda. Cortes. 23-26 is the count. James driving. James with the left. Couldn't finish. Baguio inside. Wala pa rin. Tap for the ball. Napunta kay Cortes. And Cortes will settle things down. Cortes sidesteps. Hang time. Banker for Cortes.
Yung sidestep niya bumalik tapos nag-fade away. Usually, pag sumidestep ka, kung saan ka sumidestep, doon ka pupunta eh.
Kaya,
bumalik.
Kaya talaga hindi na-anticipate ng defender eh.
Hindi na. Good defense na yun eh.
Naive, too strong. Gozum, the rebound. And CSB will reset. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Colliar pulls the trigger. Wala pa rin para sa CSB. And a 5-point lead held by San Beda. Make that a 7-point lead. That's another connection between Cortes and Andrada. CSB now. Falling behind big again. Gozum, wild shot.
Grabe, tatlo na yung andon eh.
Abuda, Cortes for 3. No.
Grabe.
Abuda gets it and puts one up over Naive. Draws the foul in the process.
Ito na yung experience na gagawa ng pagiging experience nito nga si Abuda. Una ito.
Naman pinadaan. Bit of a nutmeg pass right there from Abuda. Ito yung hang time kanina ng Cortes. Oh, yan na. Yun yung sidestep na sinasabi mo, Coach
Tapos
Bench.
hindi siya pumunta ron sa right. From left to right dapat eh.
And the rookie Cortes showing us the confidence here. And Abuda at the free throw line now for the Red Lions. Started this game. Franz Abuda on your screens. Of course, second generation din ito.
Yes.
Di ba?
Son of Freddy Abuda. Grabe rin din yun. Role player. Pero grabe. As in, yun ang role player na kukunin mo talaga.
Known for his defense and hustle. Ito si Lepalam, short jumper. The big guy showing us the touch.
6 points na. Yan yung maganda sa big man, ano. Who can shoot from the perimeter. Kasi kailangan yung big man magkaroon ng threat sa labas. If not, nakasarado yung defense.
So nag-iiba talaga yung balasa ng depensa ng kalaban. As we see Andrada here. Forces the foul against Flores. So Andrada heading to the free throw line. Ito, yung jumper kanina ni Ladis Lepalam, 6'9". And showing us a little bit of a range here as it drops on the jumper.
Yung sinabi sa akin, I was still playing with Kuya Ed Cordero. You have the height advantage, nagkaroon ng switch, nagbantay sa'yo maliit. Wag ka namang gigil. Take the shot. Dahil hindi ka naman maiilang eh.
Pag college mo ba, Coach Bench, meron ka na nung mid-range jumper na yan? Lethal yun eh, sa game mo eh.
Meron, pero hindi ko masyadong nagagamit. Dahil yung mga point guards namin kasi, ando na lahat eh.
Sila yung nasa labas. Pero si Maui Bench kasi, yung umaangat sa kanya nun, yung athleticism mo eh.
Ayun.
Gamit na gamit. Here's Cortes! Couldn't handle the ball.
Masyadong mababa yung pasa ni Abuda.
So ball going back to CSB side. 1 minute and 13 for CSB to make something happen here. As they try to climb back here, make it a little bit closer. Papunta po sa ating halftime break. Gallego is in the ball game now for Coach Boyet. This is Publico handling the rock. Kakapasok lang din para kay Coach Charles, and Publico banks that one in. CSB feeling the sense of urgency. 5-point lead now held by the Red Lions. They go to Cortes. James against Lim. Cortes sending it out to JV. Gallego the crossover. The spin, the shot, the basket for Gallego. And a quick answer from San Beda side.
Ang ganda ng galaw na yun. From Gallego.
That was a good patient move from JV. Publico forcing this one up, unable to draw the foul. Instead, it is his teammate who is called for the whistle as they were going for that rebound. Ladis Lepala, ito yung galaw ni JV Gallego. The fake spinning away and then fading away.
20 seconds left dito sa second quarter.
Potentially the last shot unless San Beda goes quick. It is Gallego now, hounded by Flores. Gallego has 10 to work with. Gallego sending it out. Cortes is open. And Cortes knocks it down. What an impact off the bench for Jacob Cortes. Impact player para dito kay Coach Boyd Fernandez. Starting with this, first connection with Yukian Andrada. And then nadagdagan pa yan ng isa kanina. Another outlet. With a touchdown of Yukian, and then the sidestep earlier for the score, the three-pointer before we ended the first half. Cortes, who was activated today from the reserve list, really making an impact for San Beda as they take the double-digit advantage, if I'm not mistaken, also their biggest lead of the game.
10 points.
At 10. 37-27. Fuel it with Gatorade. Pagbalik po natin, it is Alexandra Mendez performing for us.
Huwag kang alis, ha?
Oo, hindi.
Dito ko lang.
Alis ako pero
dito ko lang.
mag-break lang. Pagkatapos muna, mga numero naman ang ating first half. You guys are watching NCAA Season 97 on GTV.
Jacob, ready ka na ba para sa ating fast break, fast talk?
Ready na, ready.
Okay, sige. Ito, coffee o juice?
Coffee.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Text o tawag?
Tawag.
Kotse o motor?
Motor.
Rewind or fast forward?
Fast forward.
Six-pack o big belly?
Six-pack.
Bundok o beach?
Beach.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Bida, syem.
Boxer or brief?
Boxer.
Matamis o maalat?
Matamis.
Meat or vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Morena o mestiza?
Morena.
Petite or matangkad?
Matangkad.
Demure or athletic?
Demure, demure.
Tommy, are you ready? Fast break, fast talk.
Yes, of course, I'm ready.
Coffee or juice?
Coffee.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Text or call?
Text.
Kotse o motor?
Kotse.
Rewind or fast forward?
Fast forward.
Six-pack o big belly?
Six-pack.
Bundok or beach?
Beach.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Bida.
Boxer or brief?
Brief.
Matamis o maalat?
Matamis.
Meat or vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Morena o mestiza?
Morena.
Petite or matangkad?
Petite.
Demure or athletic?
Athletic.
Coffee o juice?
Coffee.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Text o tawag?
Text.
Kotse o motor?
Motor na lang.
Rewind or fast forward?
Rewind.
Six-pack o big belly?
Big belly na lang.
Bundok o beach?
Beach, syempre.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Kontrabida.
Boxer or brief?
Boxer.
Matamis o maalat?
Matamis, matamis.
Meat or vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Morena o mestiza?
Mestiza.
Petite or matangkad?
Petite.
Demure or athletic?
Athletic na.
Coffee or juice?
Juice.
Wine or beer?
Beer.
Text or call?
Text.
Kotse o motor?
Motor.
Rewind or fast forward?
Rewind.
Six-pack or big belly?
Big belly.
Bundok or beach?
Beach.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Kontrabida.
Boxer or brief?
Boxer.
Matamis or maalat?
Matamis.
Meat or vegetables?
Meat.
Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Morena o mestiza?
Mestiza.
Petite or matangkad?
Matangkad.
Demure or athletic?
Athletic.
Coffee o juice?
Coffee.
Wine or beer?
Wine.
Text o tawag?
Tawag.
Kotse o motor?
Kotse.
Rewind or fast forward?
Rewind.
Six-pack o big belly?
Big belly.
Bundok o beach?
Bundok.
Maging bida o kontrabida?
Maging bida.
Boxer or brief?
Boxer.
Matamis o maalat?
Matamis.
Meat o vegetable?
Meat.
Beauty o brains?
Both.
Morena o mestiza?
Mestiza.
Petite or matangkad?
Petit.
Demure or athletic?
Demure.
Okay, thank you.
Narito na ang top 10 plays nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA Season 97 Men's Basketball. Simulan natin sa number 10, JL De Los Santos ng JRU. Nagpakita ng matinding depensa. Namangha si Andre Felix at Papa Bear.
Chase down, block!
Kala ko breakaway na eh.
Dito naman sa number 9, Will Gozum umatake mula sa 3-point line. Umikot, bumitin sa ere at naipasok ang tira.
Time and hitting the shot.
Binomba pa sa taas.
Here at number 8, yes, Martin and Mikey, you guys are right on. Kasama nga itong pasa ni Ralph Penuela sa ating countdown.
From Penuela.
Ito mo naman, nakita niya doon? Dito niya pinasa sa kapila. What a pass there.
Sa number 7, Renz Nocom humingi ng clear out para maipakita ang kanyang malupit na footwork sa hardcourt.
The spin, the shot, the hoop for Renz.
Grabe naman yung pihit na yun. Akala ko bagyapang nabitawan yung bola. Tira pala talaga niya yun.
At number 6, Kenneth Villapando rides his bike as he skies through the air for the baseline basket.
Ooh, with the athletic move. 16th point of the game.
For our number 5 play, the best shooting guard in the NCAA, James Kwekute, showing us Exhibit A on how to attack the basket with authority.
Nung nag-player of the game siya last game, di ba tinanong natin, when will James be? Right.
Para naman sa number 4, kalma lang. Si JM na ang bahala. Nagpaula ng 3, si Giannis Antetokounmpo sa laban ng Golden Stags kontra JRU.
Calma fires another 3. Yes! Calma, will it be another 3? Bang! Okay, Calma here. Meantime,
Ayan na.
3.
Ayan na.
Beat the shot clock!
At number 3, Mr. Fantastic drops not 1, not 2, but 3 3-point bombs in the clutch to end the winning ways of the EAC Generals.
After maibaba, another one! Mr. Fantastic!
Para sa ating number 2 play, ito na kaya ang inaabangan nating Fran Yu to Renz Abando alley-oop? Talagang binibitin tayo ng dalawa. Pero thank you, Fran Yu pa rin. At okay, bumuelo pala ng konti si Renz, guys. Pero sobrang konti.
Seven Stronger Together, buo ang puso. Live na live po tayo ngayon sa GTV. And at the half, it is the San Beda Red Lions looking to bounce back today. They will carry their biggest lead of the game so far at 37-27 against the College of St. Benilde Blazers. Good to have you with us here. Thank you for watching as we go into our final week of the elimination round. Some first quarter highlights here. It was CSB who got off today the faster start, leading at 11-5 at one point. That was their biggest lead. But San Beda, to end that first quarter, went on an 11-2 run to carry the 3-point lead. At papunta sa ating second quarter, the bench of the Red Lions continued to pound and do the work for them. As we take a look at this 3-pointer coming from Gab Cometa, that's 3 of the 31 bench points of San Beda in the first half. Check it, 31 dun sa kanilang 37 points na ang galing po sa bench ng Red Lions. And again, it is guys like this, Yukian Andrada, the guy that passed the ball earlier, Jacob Cortes, really making an impact. Ito si Cortes, nakatres pa dito. 5 points, 2 assists for this guy. Again, just got activated right before this game. Impactful minutes for Coach Boyd Fernandez. And that gives them the 10-point lead para dito sa ating laban. Now, we go back to our shooting guard showdown. And so far, it is Robbie Naive who's gotten the upper hand. But James Kwekute, we expect this guy to get his numbers in the third quarter, fourth quarter, kasi ngayon, yung bench pa nila talaga yung namumuhunan. Eto ako sinabihan ni Coach Benji, sabi niya sa akin, huwag kang mawawala, bantayan niyo to. Siya naman yung nawala.
Hinanap kita, dito ka na pala.
Ang layo naman ang paghahanap mo. Okay, pero Coach Benji, ito yung showdown natin so far. Robbie Naive playing a much better game, but it is James' team that's doing better overall as they take the 10-point lead.
Yun yung napag-usapan natin kanina na yung bench players nitong San Beda, they're the one who are taking over dito sa game na to. And kaya makikita natin ito si James medyo mababa in percentage. Actually, yun lang yung first shot niya kanina.
That's
yung
right.
3 points. Yun lang yung na-score niya kanina.
Ito yung field goal situation natin and some stats at the half here. A sizzling 51.6% for the San Beda Red Lions. Kung nakita natin after the first quarter, sabi natin, mataas na yung 50% from the field. Inangat pa nila ng konti. Mas mainit sila nung second quarter.
Tama. And look at the rebounds. Kanina nakikita ko, sabi ko, parang lamang sa rebounds itong Benilde, Pero tingnan mo, 27-19. Tapos yung points in the paint, ito yung presence ni ni Cortes kanina. Nakita mo yung mga assist niya.
That's right.
So yun ang isa sa at itong bench points 31 against 13. Medyo kailangan din magkaroon ng contribution coming from the bench itong Benilde dahil mahihirapan talaga if you will rely on the starters. Medyo nakakapagod dyan.
Ito yung San Beda na nakita natin before that game against Mapua. Yung bench nila yung gumagawa at nagke-create sa kanila ng separation from the other teams because again, 31 out of the 37 points nanggaling po sa mga bench players si Coach Boyd Fernandez, led by this guy. I think this is the first time that he's leading the scoring for San Beda. Clifford Hopia with 6 points, the big guy with 6 points to lead the way, and Robbie Naive of course on the other side with 8 points.
Itong coaches naman natin, kung pag-uusapan natin like yung experience, Coach Boyet, marami na experience sa coaching. Nag-coach siya sa pro, sa amateur, different teams. And Charles Chu naman, international coach.
Correct.
And other teams also, nag-start siya being part of the coaching staff nitong Benilde, and now he's the one taking over.
Marami nang ang stops yung mga coaches natin dito, and we are loving so far the chess match. Kasi nga, iba yung pinagsimula nila dito sa ating laban. Simula pa lang nun, alam na natin na talagang, iba yung diskarte nila. Dahil siyempre, na-scout nila yung isa't isa. But let's take a look at this guy. Jacob Cortes, again, from the reserve list, getting activated today and contributing right away. The son of college basketball legend, the cool cat Mike Cortes. Shall we call him the cool cub as early as now? Nakita ko to. Comment ni Coach Hammer dun sa Viber group natin. Shall we call him the cool cub as early as now? Because this is again his first game this season. Tapos ganito pinapakita niya.
Yes, ito yung magandang parang na-prove yung worth. Yung worth ng isang player na na-activate tapos nagpakita ng ganito. So parang well-deserved yung kanyang pagka-point.
Agaw agad para kay Peter Alfaro to begin the third quarter. Could not finish. But cleaning up the mess was James Kwekute.
Pero nakita mo, fast break, tumakbo yung isa, pero apat na players from San Beda yung andon, yung sumunod.
Ang bilis nga ng recovery doon ng Red Lions at pagsunod nila, high-low play tayo dito. Kapitawan ng Lepalam.
Libre na siya sa naron,
Amsali. What a bounce pass on the move. Kontapay on the receiving end.
Dalawang fast break points ang binigay nitong San Beda.
41-27. Red Lions off and running to begin the third. It is Gozum putting this one on the floor. Wala. Pinali pa yon. Ito si Amsali. Aaron pass. Napunta kay Will. Colliar sidesteps. Left-handed finish is good. Plus the foul.
Lucky break para dito sa Benilde. Mahirap yan start ng third quarter, lamang ng malaki ang kalaban, and then nasa kanila pa rin yung momentum, sila pa rin yung nakaka-score. They need to make stop.
Iba yung energy ng San Beda pag simula ng third, Coach Benji.
Of course, kasi ano yan nandun sa sinasabi ng coach yan, di ba? Pagdating mo, nagkalaban na kayo nito magkakakilala na kayo Kailangan you need to motivate players.
That's right. Ito si JV Gallego. A rare start for him in the second half, but he stepped on the line there. 41-30 is our count. Ito nga San Beda really showing us that they want to bounce back from their first loss in the elimination since 2018. Yun nga, yung tinamo nilang pagkatalo against the Mapua Cardinals in their previous game. Bouncing back in a big way, at least so far against CSB. Scramble for the ball. Beda gets it back. They go to Kwekunte. Masikip. James seeing a crease. Wala. Battle for the board. Galing sa labas yung Kulyar. So mananatili sa San Beda ang bola.
Pero makikita natin yung intensity ng both teams. Talagang ayaw bumitaw. Especially yung battle of rebounds.
Iba talaga yung I mean, this is Final Four atmosphere, playoff atmosphere, yun witness natin. Wala sa magkabilang panig. Alfaro wala. Contapay for the follow-up.
Grabe, good presence of mind kay Contapay. Hindi niya na binaba yung bola. Hindi na niya inantay yung defense.
Tip in na lang para kay Dami.
Yung nawawala sa CSB, yung defense nila, yung box out.
Ito si Robin Ive looking to reignite the fire in this CSB team.
Nakita niya yata ako yung nakamatch up dito
Kaya take advantage siya doon. Ooh! In the meantime, an offensive foul. Is it gonna be on Dami Contapay? Yes, it's gonna be on him. Pangatlo sa kanya, lahat offensive foul yung
puro offensive.
Nakuha niya, Coach. So, and all, again, in an effort to provide his scorers a screen. 43-32. Kulyar. Going to Sanko. Ito si Robbie. Naive has 10 points in the game. Naive hounded by Alfaro. Going to Will. Good tap. And defense from behind from Ryan Amsali. 10 of the 24. Gozum. Naive will bring it closer. Wala. Ito si JV Gallego, the lefty. Now manning the point. They go to Peter here, who is a designated shooter. Gallego now will back up. JV sending it to Ryan. Amsali for three. That's too strong. Kwekute collects the long rebound.
Again, yung rebound nitong San Beda, no? At nagkaroon ng may foul na tinawagan. From Flores.
Simula pa lang, Coach Benji, sinabi mo na iba yung nakikisa mong physicality mula sa teams natin, and that's a good example. Takedown from Flores against Contapay.
Siyempre yung San Beda, they need to bounce back. They need to protect yung lead nila sa standing.
Ayun nga.
While ito naman CSB need to prove something naman.
That's right. Oh, the spin!
Ooh.
And the score for Will Gozum.
Yun yung perfect spin. Yung naiwan mo yung bantay mo talaga.
Grabe yung galaw na yun ng Gozum.
Pressure defense.
So now it's CSB who's showing us the energy. Sally, pangalawang pukol sa tres. This time it's in and out.
Nag-isip siya, no? Second thought, medyo yun ang mahirap eh. If you want to take the shot, take it.
Oo. Mas mag-iiba yung pitik mo eh. Oo.
So masisira yung rhythm.
Yan. And Amsali missing his second triple try.
Parang shooter ako eh. No?
You know? May shooter ka naman.
Meron naman shooting, pero hindi naman ganun talaga.
Sanko. That's too strong. Ito si Peter Alfaro.
Kita mo sa San Beda, no? Iba-iba yung rumi-rebound.
Correct. Talagang, collectively, yan ang plano nila sa rebounding.
Collective effort sa lahat.
Oo.
Tapos, ito pa, rebounder. Oops, merong man on the floor.
Yeah, we got a man down here in Flores off a collision earlier. Si Chris Flores nasa baba ngayon, holding on the back of his head.
Titingnan yan and they need to review ulit kung ano yung nangyari.
5 na lalabi sa shot clock ng San Beda. Flores will stand on his own here.
Kung sa kabilang court yan, they will not stop the game kasi yung bola sa San Beda. Pero nandun din sa court nila. Ayun, tingnan natin.
Ayan yung collision.
Tumama siya.
So yung ulo, likod ng ulo ni Flores sa balikat ni Ryan Amsari.
Andun no? So dapat nasasabihan talaga kapag meron big left and right.
So timeout muna tayo. Siya mga abante ng Red Lions.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new program.
Ate V!
And we're back to the coverage. A much better showing for CSB, at least to begin the third quarter. Tignan natin kung ano nangyari sa halftime nila. Nandito si Chantal Laude. Chantal?
Ang tanong ni Assistant Coach Carlo Tan sa Kapanan during the halftime huddle, what are we playing for? This is because the coaches noticed the lack of energy and the lack of passion from the boys. Kaya ang kanilang paalala, you have to share the ball together. Isa pa nga dahilan nito ay ang pagkawala ng isa sa kanilang main man na si Miggy Cortes, na ayon sa kanilang physical therapist na si Jergel Razon, had a fractured nose from what happened earlier. Kaya naman ngayon, they have to be really reminded to have the next man step up and to have the next man share the ball. And ito nga abangan natin, will the Blazers be able to have a better job in stepping up and sharing the ball to play together and catch up with the lead? Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Chantal. That's gotta hurt.
Kanina nakita natin parang wala, no?
Oo.
So, I guess, yung elbow,
yun
yung tumama.
And initially, sinabi mo, mas masakit yan kung kung
okay lang sana kung
nagsugat lang.
Nagsugat pero hindi pala. So that's bad news para sa CSB, no? Malaking bagay itong si Cortes.
Yung kanilang third guy na po pwedeng pumuntos, wala na po ngayon. Of course, we are offering our well wishes para kay Miggy. And again, for CSB, this is their last game of the elimination round. So, ang maganda sa kanila, after this, makakapagpahinga sila ng kaunti papunta dun sa play-in tournament natin.
So, ito big question for Cortes, no? Kung makakabalik siya. Hindi sa game na to, pero in preparation, in game sa play-in.
Sa susunod nila, again, number 3 and number 4. Yan ang versus number 4 pala. Yan yung paglalabanan ng CSB in the play-in round. Of course, they're hoping Miggy Cortes again can come back dahil importante pong player yan para kay Coach Charles. As we see, Gozum get bothered underneath by the defense of the point guard in Ralph Penuela.
Pero that was a good play. Perfect play sana.
Hindi lang nakapasok. Itong si Will Gozum. Ito ulit siya. Putting this one on the floor. Double pump for Will. Able to draw the foul and get himself to the line.
That's a good style. Yung nasa taas, so hahabulin mo, and then ibababa. Kaya nakakuha siya ng foul.
Gusto niya yun yung binabali niya sa ere.
Sambuilim.
Oo, ganun. Correct. Kaya humahang time din itong Will Gozum. Ang maganda rin, 6'4 siya.
Oo.
So, hindi talaga maaabot ng kalaban. And Will Gozum at the free throw line now. No Miggy Cortez again for CSB, at least in this game, for the rest of this one. Kaya may mga gagamiting key bigs off the bench itong CSB. Mark Sanko ngayon ang ipinasok nila alongside Benson, Carlos, Gozum, and Naive.
Full court press na, no? Ang CSB.
But San Beda calmly getting it across, and Ralph Penuela scoring from the baseline. Naive with a quick answer. And back and forth we go as we increase the pace of this game.
Si Naive lang yung nakikita natin na very consistent sa offense.
Robbie Naive now has 12 points in the game. Cometa lost the handle. He will recover. Cometa pull-up jumper. Cometa off the window. Gozum. And again, CSB quick on the counter as Benson places that one in.
Good fake coming from Benson. Actually, maganda na yung defense ng San Beda. Very smart move from Benson.
But if you're CSB, you cannot afford this to exchange baskets with San Beda. Kwekute, knocks it down from deep. And James Kwekute is starting to hum in the third. He is now their leading scorer with 8. Prince Carlos floats it up high off the glass.
Ganda, no? Swabe. Sarap panoorin. Kakatuwa yung ganung players na hindi ganung gigil. Swabe lang. May tinawagang foul.
Yeah. Si Sanko or si Penuela ang tatawagan dito para sa San Beda. So, an opportunity for CSB to inch closer. Ito muna yung left-handed finish kanina ni Penuela. Ito mabilis yung naging exchange natin dito eh. And Cometa able to recover and then score off the window. Mabilis na sagot dito. Back and forth ni Benson. At tres naman sa kabila mula kay James Kwekute.
Yun yung mahirap eh, no? Nagpapalitan kayo yung score and then suddenly mayroong makaka 3 points. Mas lamang agad. So, kailangan makabawi ka rin ng 3 points.
Yung turnover or yung foul na itinawag kay Penuela, that's the first stop at least in this sequence, in this juncture for both teams. Kaya magkakaroon ng opportunity ang CSB to further inch closer. They're checking in on something. Lepalam is back in. Lalabas muna ni Coach Charles si Will Gozum. And for San Beda, they're going with Abuda, Penuela, Kwekute, Cometa, and JB Bahio.
Pinagpahinga muna si Gozum maybe to reserve him para dito sa fourth quarter.
Para fresh legs yung Will Gozum. Now we go. San Beda's side, nandyan si Michelle Naldo. Michelle?
Yes, Martin and Coach Benji, nabanggit ko sa first quarter na dapat lang talagang iangat ng mga bedista ang kanilang energy for this game. At talaga namang nakikita na ang dobling kilos at effective defense nila. Kaya dito sa bench ng San Beda talagang mas mataas yung spirits nila. Ayon kay Assistant Coach Gino Manuel, talent alone will not win us games. We still have to put in the work. So this first half, we had to address the offensive rebound and limit the scores. At ito lang din yung kinakailangan nilang i-maintain for this next half. Balik sa inyo, gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. But so far, you're right. Na-maintain nila yung kanilang intensity and they're keeping up with the pace of CSB here. Keeping up with them blow by blow. Yes, Coach.
Yeah, kanina, no, slow start from San Beda during the first quarter. And then, second quarter, nakabawi kagad. Tapos itong third, pareho sila ngayon.
Yeah.
Kaya magandang sitwasyon ito for both teams.
But for San Beda, they give up 2 consecutive fouls. Yung kanina, yung official call was an offensive foul against Ralph Penuela. So Prince Carlos will step into the free throw line as San Beda is already in the penalty. So this is something they could take advantage of. Talking about CSB, the foul situation of the Red Lions. At kasi, meron pa tayong 3 minutes 54 seconds remaining sa ating third quarter. So they can be a little bit more aggressive and force the foul on San Beda. Carlos missing on the second.
So, early. Okay.
Maaga nag-commit. Oo.
Pumasok agad yung St. Benilde.
So, Beda will have it here. 50-43. Yan po yung talaan natin. JB Bajo has played limited minutes so far. Cortes now against Benson. This is a great matchup. Cortes the step back three. That's too strong. Rebound ends up with Prince Carlos. Prince on the move. Hard screen by Lipalam.
Yun talaga yung blind spot.
Bigat ng screen na yan. Oh! And scramble for the ball. It will go to the side of San Beda, so that's a turnover for CSB. Clifford Hopia, nasa scorer's table na natin. Looking to check in and get that matchup with Lipalam. Crossover by Ralph. Abuda from straight away. And Abuda knocks it down.
Kita natin bihirang tumira itong si Abuda, pero pag tumira, sure shot. Alam mo yung role na ginagawa niya.
Si Lipalam yung pumukol sa kabila. Lead is back up to 10. Tying its biggest for the Red Lions. Gusto nilang dagdagan. Or second biggest rather for San Beda.
Masyadong malaki.
Si Lipalam talagang nailang doon yung Bajo. Oh! Ito naman sa kabila.
Naman.
Si JB Bajo ahead to Cometa. But he will reset the offense. Cometa against the taller Sanko.
Humingi ng isolation.
Wants to break this down. CSB scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Unable to hit was Cometa. This is going to be a push against San Beda. So free throws coming up for CSB as we take a look at this wide open three-pointer from Abuda. Banggit mo, efficient. Nakakahawak ng bola, Coach Benji. That time proving you right in scoring the three-point shot. 53-43. Abante ng 10 ang Red Lions.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Point lead and AJ Action Benson. First season in the NCAA, Coach Benji, pero maganda ang kanyang pinapakita. Of course, the Filipino-American is doing well for CSB.
Yes, ito, meron siyang 20 minutes playing game. Tapos yung pataas yan, ha? 10.9 points per game for a rookie.
Right. And mostly coming off the bench. Para dito sa CSB, their third leading scorer, if I'm not mistaken, as Benson knocks in the free throw.
Pero kanina, no, kasama siya sa starters nitong CSB.
Nung sinaf, kasi ba talaga yung naging diskarte dito ni Coach Charles? Wanted to give the minutes to the other guys. Gozum gets the offensive rebound.
Masyadong malaki yung andon. Kita mo naman yung effort nitong si Hopia for a big guy.
Grabe yung payong niya doon kay Will Gozum.
Saka dumive sa bola.
Correct. Doing a little bit of a house cleaning here. Hindi pala scoreless entirely ang CSB in the last 2 minutes. Just scoreless or just without a field goal in the last 2 minutes for CSB. That was a rejection underneath.
Galing kay Lipanom, grabe. Libreng-libre na
Libre.
itong si James.
And the impact guy earlier in the first half, Jacob Cortes, is back in for San Beda again. Only got activated today from the reserve list. Bibilang tayo ng player dito. Good, 10 lahat ng player natin sa court.
Baka sumobre, no?
Di na nandun pala yun. Lalaro din yung 6-man.
Oo.
Good. Nagbilang yung ref natin eh. Catch and shoot off the inbound. Penuela Mintes. It is collected by Bajo. JB backs down. Grant sending it out. 6 to work with for Ralph. 4 seconds now. Penuela fade away. Penuela drops it in.
Yung mga players na it will remind you of players like Alan Kaidik. Ganyan din, soft touch, soft move.
Yun, from mid-range of the dribble. Pinuntos yun ni Penuela and they force a miss on the other side. So, chance mag-extend ang lead ng San Beda dito. It is Cortes against Lim. Cortes driving, step through, taking this one strong! Woo!
Grabe, pinasok siya rito last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Pero kita mo naman, kanina rin pinasok siya. Same thing, pero ganun din yung pinapakita niya, no?
What a first game in the NCAA for this guy. Jacob Cortes over Will Gozum. That's worth another look, Coach Benji.
Yeah. Gozum yan.
Oo. Ano yun, naka-extend eh. Didn't matter. Able to bank that one home. And on the other side, they forced the turnover on CSB. San Beda with a comfortable cushion.
May advantage si Cortes dito. Yung advantage niya na medyo mas matagal siya bumaba. Nakababa na yung depensa siya, nasa taas pa rin.
Correct. At that time, he was the one who challenged Will Gozum. Got the travel on him. Ball pressure by CSB at the backcourt. So about 5 seconds ang diferensya po nung shot clock natin. Tsaka game clock, that's an 8-second violation on San Beda.
Good defense, ano, coming from Benilde.
One of the few times it's actually worked. Jacob Cortes, numbers on your screens, 7 points, perfect from the field in limited minutes. Let me check how many minutes he's played already. 7 minutes and 14 seconds of playing time lang itong si Cortes. Talk about efficiency and impact for his team. Tapos meron pa yung plus 12. Yun yung iniambag niya. Plus 12 sa BPM niya. Again, i-emphasize natin, kaka-activate lang po niya. Para
First
dito
game.
sa San Beda. First game niya. Naive. Carlos goes middle. Floater is up. Wala. Tip and will not drop as well. Inot now. Final shot of the third. Tony passing it to Bajo. Bajo puts one up. Wala. That's as time expires in the third quarter. Ito yung mga naging action natin. Will Gozum. This was the move. The move of the quarter natin, Coach Benji.
Sabi sa'yo, Nolly looks in.
You know. Spin move.
Oh.
Iwan. Iwan yung depensa nung Kontapay. And again, Will Gozum will have to do that more in the fourth quarter because they are down big here. 13-point advantage for San Beda going into the fourth and final quarter.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online. Dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital, we show you what's next now.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a fun...
San Beda tying their second biggest lead of the game so far at 13. At ito po, yung ating quarter scoring so far. Initially in the third quarter, it was CSB who got the upper hand. But again, San Beda just finishing the quarter better. Coach Benji.
Ito again yung defense na pinakita and yung transition offense coming from nagsasabayan sila pero more on the points in the paint ang makikita natin ang contribution ng mga bench players ng San Beda.
Talk about the bench points, already 39 bench points for the Red Lions. Attorney Jonas Cabutsan, of course, Mancom representative of San Beda University, in attendance as per usual as we begin the fourth quarter of this game. Again, CSB right now at 5-3. Last game of the elimination round for them. San Beda on the other hand, 6-1. Meron pa silang isang laban. That is against the defending champions, the Letran Knights, on Friday. Sa pagbabalik din ng audience natin sa NCAA. Tony Inot, the hop, Inot, wala. Rebound ending up with McCoy. And CSB on the prowl here in the fourth quarter.
Ito na yung perfect matchup ng malalaki.
Again, two tallest players natin sa liga, Hopia, Lepalam. Magkatapat ngayon. Marcos. Reverse sent back by Bahio. Here's JB. JB now. We'll send it out to Cortes and Penuela. San Beda gives it to Cortes. 9 on the 24. Ralph against Marcos. Penuela, Marcos magkatapat sa poste. Pumihit yung Penuela. Offensive foul ang itinawag dito.
Good defense coming from Marcos. Hindi siya dumikit lang siya
Tinaas lang yung kamay. Yeah, that's good, honest defense. At ito si Penuela, pagbangga niya, may kaunting left arm.
Meron. So kailangan mong ma-separate sa defense
So 57-44. Yan pa rin po yung ating talaan. Again, San Beda, mathematically, still has an opportunity to take the #1 spot if they win today and their game on Friday. Kaya yun ang importansya ng larong to.
Yes, importante ito for San Beda para alam natin 1 and 2 twice to beat.
That's right.
That's a big advantage.
Outright semi-spot, Final Four spot. Yan ang pinaglalabanan ng San Beda.
Tatawagan talaga yan. Offensive foul.
Second straight offensive foul called against the Red Lions. But CSB, afterwards, they're unable to take advantage kasi di rin sila maka-manufacture ng points.
Ito, maliit yung lineup nitong Benilde. So I guess they're planning to make an early offense.
Si Chris Flores ipinasok para kay Lepalam. Cuellar from mid-range and Cuellar knocks it in. 57-46 now. Jacob Cortes, who has been a revelation for Coach Boyet Fernandez. This is a good late season revelation for him as he continues to unveil his entire roster papunta sa ating play-in. Jacob Cortes still handing the rock. Three-pointer on its way. Wala. Good bother by Flores. Rebound wala.
Pero
Follow-up
grabe
wala.
yung rebound.
JB Bahio finally getting one to go in.
Laging merong 3 players lagi nandun sa loob.
Talagang crowd yung rebounding dito ng San Beda. Look at this. JP Bahio towering over everybody that time. So put it back in. And JB has had a few starts for San Beda this year, but he is the veteran big na talagang pinapagkatiwalaan ni Coach Boyd Fernandez, just unable to hit on the free throw.
Naabutan ko pa si Bahio. He was still in Team B for San Beda, and nakikita mo talaga yung potential.
And from previous years, as we see Colliar here, chuck up the three-pointer. Kasi JB Bahio, matagal to naghintay, playing right behind Calvin Oftana. Before may JV Mocon pa. So finally, siya yung nabibigyan ng opportunity dito. Catch and shoot from the corner. Enot misses. Enot gets it back. Oh, Enot, wala pa rin. And Gozum finally securing it.
Pero ang good effort coming from Enot. At tinawagan naman ng offensive screen. Offensive foul.
Parang umulekta tayo ng illegal screen dito, Coach. Ang dami na.
Kasi important, ang problema kasi is kailangan hindi kagad gagalaw yung offense.
Hanggat maramdaman na nila yung player.
Antayin nila muna yung pick. Kaya hahabulin ng picker yan.
May timeout tayo dito. Balik ang bola sa Red Lions mamaya.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger?
Back to the ball game. And this is the jumper earlier. Colliar getting the separation and scoring on the fadeaway.
Ito naman.
Karen. JC Colliar knocking down the triple. Providing some offense in the fourth period. Colliar is up to 10 points now. 3 players in double figures for CSB. So it's Naive with 12, Colliar with 10, and Gozum with 10 as well.
Kanina it was Naive, ngayon naman Colliar doing his part.
But JC Colliar, that's something they'll need from him more, especially with Miggy Corteza not being able to continue this game because of that fractured nose. But this guy, Jacob Cortes, on your screens, has proven his worth immediately for Coach Boyd Fernandez.
Grabe, no? Hindi siya nag-start. Patapos na to. And ngayon siya naglaro. Pero grabe yung kumpiyansa.
Oo. Ito ulit siya. Cortes will calm his troops down. Ball is in the hands of Kwekute. James driving. Dishing it to Andrada. Andrada recovers. Kwekute against the taller Gozum. Kwekute from the baseline. 49-61. And now we go to Michelle Naldo. Michelle?
Martin and Coach Benji, the Red Lions have a comfortable lead in the game. Pero dito sa bench, lagi lang nire-remind ng coaching staff ng Beda that they should be playing as a team at wag lang silang magmadali. They should maintain their composure and dapat in this last quarter, they should be sharing the ball with each other. When asked what inspired the team to perform better than their last, Ralph Penuela says it's really just the championship that they are focused on. Kasi for San Beda, it's really the championship or nothing. Dagdag dito, sabi ni JV Gallego na nakakatulong din ang San Beda community sa pinapakita nilang support, kaya gusto din nilang manalo, not only for the team, pero para na rin sa lahat na nagsusuporta sa kanila. Balik sa inyo.
And maraming salamat, Michelle. That community, they will see on Friday in the Beda Letran matchup in the Phil Oil Flying V Center. As we go back to our old home, JV Gallego on your screens right now. And yung sinabi ni Michelle na yun, na championship or nothing for San Beda. It's been that case for San Beda for the longest time now. 17, 18 years now.
Well, pag nasa ano kayo, no? Top 2, parang, of course, that's your aim.
Yeah,
to
that's
be,
right.
Kaya pag hindi mo pwedeng sabihin hindi championship yung gusto mo eh.
At alam mo yan, Coach Benji, because you've been part of the coaching staff, that is the expectation year after year from San Beda. Rebounds natin. It is dominated by the Red Lions today. 52 to 31. That is a 21 rebound advantage today.
Yes, and lahat, they're contributing sa rebounding para dito sa San Beda.
Ives scored on the other end as Bahia drives. Wala. We go to CSB side with Chantal Laude. Chantal?
Martin, ang paalala kanina ng coaches sa kabanan bago pumasok sa fourth quarter. Ilang points lang yan. Kayang-kaya pa yan. And that's the mentality that we want to keep up for the boys. No giving up, no backing down. Dahil ito nga ang last game ng St. Benilde Blazers in the elimination round, Coach Charles Chu reminded the boys na dapat by now, alam na nila yung rules, alam na nila ang sistema because it seems like the team is having a hard time executing their play today. Kaya ngayon, ang kailangan nilang gawin, breathe and focus because this will be the only way para humabol sa points at bumawi in the last few minutes. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Chantal. That's something they will need here as Lepanam finally puts out the fire for CSB. Regain their focus in this game. Yun nga, malaking advice yan mula kay Coach Charles Chu because again, evidently, they're really overwhelmed with what, San Beda is throwing at them. Ito si Baguio. Baseline drive. Pumeke, pinasa kay Andrada. Wala para kay Yukian.
Kikita natin yung effort sa defense nitong Benilde. Alam nilang doon sila nakakakuha ng puntos ang San Beda and now the defense of St. Benilde doon na rin nagko-concentrate.
Pero yung mga puntos ng CSB talagang parang dumadaan sila sa butas ng karayom bago sila makapuntos. A 10-point lead carried here by San Beda, looking for their 7th win of the season and looking to bounce back from their only loss so far. On the other side, CSB, ngayon pa natin binabanggit, you don't wanna, end your elimination round on a losing note, Coach Benji, kasi gusto mo pagpasok ng play-in natin, mataas yung laro mo, mataas yung kumpiyansa mo.
At saka ano yan meron din advantage yan para doon sa makakalaban mo eh.
Yan.
I mean, yung maalam nila na malakas yung team nakakalabanin nila.
That's right. Kung vulnerable ka, of course, if CSB loses this one, they will officially lose 3 of their last 4 games ng elimination round. So, whoever their opponent is in the play-in will look to pounce on them if that's the situation. Alfaro. Wala. Marcos collects. And here comes Prince. They go to Ladis here. Against Hopia. Lepalam against Hopia. Ladis on the fade and he puts it in.
Good matchup pero good move coming from Lepanam.
Talagang pinapakita sa atin dito ni Lepalam yung bag of tricks niya.
Actually, depende yan kung sino yung bumabantay sa'yo. Depende sa mga moves na gagawin mo. Shot selection. Alam niyang mabagal itong si Hopia.
Taking advantage of the matchup against Clifford Hopia. Nakasing tangkad niya. Prince Carlos will attack. Benson for 3. And AJ Benson with a big 3. Lead is down to 5.
Akala ko nga magta-timeout na si Coach Boyet.
Letting his players play here. Let's see how they will respond and adjust. Jacob Cortes, may tangan ng bola. Cortes floats one up. Maigsi. And Benson picks it up. Here comes action Benson. Benson. May defender sa likod. Foul against Clifford Hopia. So opportunity for CSB to inch closer here and potentially make it a one-possession game. Tignan natin. Etong galaw ng Ladis Lipalam. That is one dribble and then spin against Clifford Hopia. Look at that. And that's a crucial basket as well para dito kay Ladis. Dahil umaangat sila dito. Benson. Marcos. They go to Ladis once more. This time against Andrada. Doesn't like it. We go deep into the waters in this one. Last 2 minutes as Prince Carlos drops in a big, big three-point shot. Hold on to your seats, folks. Tingnan natin to. Cross-court pass. Balik sa taas. Benson step back. Extra pass. Carlos for three. And Carlos knocks it down. We got a 2-point game in the final 1 minute 56 of this one.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Ah, yun yung engineer nyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Me to Me, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Versus number 2. Of course, the remaining game for San Beda is the Beda Letran matchup on Friday. As we go back to the Phil Oil Flying V Center for that one. But for CSB, this is their last game of the elimination round. And they're making a game out of it. As good as San Beda has been in the first 3 quarters, yun naman yung kina-collapse nila dito sa 4th quarter. They've only scored 6 points in the 4th compared to the 17 of CSB, Coach Benji.
So baliwala yung effort mo rito ng 1st, 2nd, and 3rd kapag lumamang ang Benilde dito.
2-point game lang to. Mabilis hinabol itong CSB ang San Beda. Let's see how the Red Lions will respond. This is coming after the timeout. Kwekute hounded by Benson. 3 to work with, 2. He needs to put one up. Penuela Mintes. Ball ending up with Robbie Naive. That's a shot clock violation on San Beda. CSB gets a crack at the basket with an opportunity to tie with a 2 or take the lead with a 3-pointer.
Yan ang hindi gusto ng coaches, no? Nag-timeout si Coach Boyet and then naubusan naman ng time. That means maganda yung depensa ng CSB.
Magmula sa backcourt, talagang pine-pressure na nila. Here's the pass. Lepalam, short stab is good! Gladys Lepalam now with 12 in the game.
This is only our 2nd deadlock.
Wow! Pangalawang tabla.
Tinawagan pa ng offensive foul.
Wow!
Itong si James.
63 all. Nabanggit ni Coach Benji, only the 2nd deadlock of the game. And it came in the final, inside the final 2 minutes. At ito, may chance ang CSBing lumamang because of the turnover committed. Tignan muna natin yung pasa dito. Talagang binibigyan nila ng kumpiyansa yung Ladis Lepalam. Ito, yung offensive foul. Kwekute.
Tinulak talaga.
Pushing Naive away. 63 all.
They need to play good defense.
Naive puts one up, short.
Sayang, too early.
Yeah.
Yung tira na yon.
They had time to execute there, but Naive opted to go quick. Penuela, the kick out. Here is Kwekute. His time to shine. Kwekute knocks it down. 3-point lead is back with San Beda.
Ang ganda na ng depensa eh. Wala ka nang magagawa ron.
Just better offense from Kwekute. Carlos stops on a dime. Benson, can he answer? Wala. McCoy coming out of nowhere. Carlos, a big one. Wala pa rin for CSB. Benson hustles for it.
Napapatayo ako rito.
Intense action here. 20 seconds remaining in the game. Lepalam the short stab. Wala pa rin. And 14 seconds left. Jump ball tayo dito. Sisilipin natin kung kaninong last touch. And what a sequence here. Tignan natin yung tres dito, Coach. That was the kick out by Ralph Penuela. But you mentioned, maganda ang set ng depensa ng CSB. Just a confident shot. Banking that one in. James Kwekute now has 13 points in the ball game. Just right on his average in the season. Or at least a little under. Because he's averaging 14 a game. 12.6 seconds left. Ito yung jumper kanina. Muntik pang pumasok to para kay Ladis Lepalam. Pero ito yung scramble for the ball.
Mahirap.
Mahirap naman.
Mahirap nating
itawag yan.
Itawag, no?
Either Abuda or Benson here. Last touch. Unclear, at least in that shot, if it went off the leg of AJ Benson. Yung pagkatapik niya kay Abuda.
We can see Coach Marvin. Sinabi natin kanina, former coach of my son.
Sa Green Hills.
Yeah.
Has brought championships, by the way, to the LaSalle Green Hills program, including their most recent one.
Galing na coach. At mabait na coach.
Napag-champion niya yun. Nabanggit mo sa akin, Coach Benji, sa Prada.
Yes.
Napa-champion ni Coach Marvin. Dito naman, I think that was NCAA season 94 when they were led by Joel Kagulangan and the rest of the crew. Makoy Marcos is also part of that. Alongside, meron pa silang isang LSGH dito, si Sidney Mosqueda din. So let's see what the call will be here.
Nahihirapan sila. So pag hindi mo talaga makuha, this will end up into a jump ball.
Yeah. Oh! Okay.
Rewarded to Saint.
It stays with CSB. 12.6 seconds remaining. More than enough time to get a shot off here. So,
ano to? It's either you're going to go for a quick 2 and foul or settle for 3.
That's right. But if you're Coach Charles, best shot possible, of course, yun yung kukunin nyo. But 12.6 seconds remaining. Might be an advantageous if they go for the quick 2. Dahil today, tsaka fa-foulin nila. Today, San Beda only 2 out of 7 from the free throw line.
And for San Beda naman, they will not, they will defend the 3-point shot.
That's right. Pero itong CSB, this is some extended time for them to set up a play. Dahil kanina, nung stoppage natin, nung nire-review, kinakausap na ng mga coaches yung nila mga players. Let's check out this last play first. Last basket natin kanina, James Kwekute has made some big shots for the Red Lions this season. I remember one against San Sebastian nung lumamang sila doon. This one against CSB when again, baskets are not falling for them in the fourth quarter. Nung binigay sa kanya, may kumpiyansa na ipasok niya.
Yan ang shooter's touch na, di ba? Kahit sabihin mong nabanda yun.
Banda.
Maganda pa rin eh.
And 3-point shooting natin so far, CSB 6 out of 27. Beda naman 6 out of 21. Pero ang best 3-point shooter so far ng CSB, at least in this game, is Robbie Naive. Shooting 2 out of 4. Silipin natin kung sa kanya mapupunta yan. Alright, here we go. 63 to 66.
Grabe, 12.6 seconds.
That's right. 12 and change remaining in this ball game. Statistically, their best 3-point shooter is Prince Carlos at 36%. But Naive has made more, 31.3%, but 16 threes in the season for Robbie so far. All right. How will CSB respond? Off the timeout. They go to Will Gozum. Benson now. Hounded. Naive puts it up.
Uy,
oh, there's a
foul.
There is a whistle. Naive was attempting the free-pointer. So this will be 3 free throws for Robbie Naive. Wow. Woo!
Tingnan natin ulit, ano?
Let's check it out one more time. JB Bahio. Kay JB tinawag yun. Robbie Naive in this season is a 75% free throw shooter. 18 out of 24. But these are pressure-packed free throws. He misses the first. Wow, that's a big miss. Robbie needs to make both. 6.9 seconds remaining. By the way, misses the first two. Before that, he was 2 out of 4.
Ang hirap, no? Para ganyan as a player.
Yeah.
Na nasa iyo eh. Nakasalalay sa iyo yung game, yung panalo.
Grabe ang pressure. This is his first trip at the line, by the way, just forcing the miss off the backboard.
Hindi tumama sa, kailangan tumama sa rim.
0 out of 3 that time. I mean, that was their chance to climb back in this one. But again,
they need to foul right away.
Yeah. And hope San Beda misses at the line.
So I guess alam na ni Coach Boyd na ipapasok na yung mataas yung percentage sa free throw.
Pagbalik natin, last play of the game.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
We are back to the coverage here. Nasa huddle pa rin yung dalawang teams natin. A 3-point lead for the San Beda Red Lions, coming off 3 misses at the free throw line. For Robbie Naive earlier, Coach Benji, you mentioned earlier, expect mo ipapasok na ni Coach Boyet yung kanyang best shooters. Because today, they're only 2 out of 7 from the free throw line, and they are expecting a quick foul from CSB rather if they do not get the steal.
Yes, and hindi lang yung best shooters, kailangan mo ring dapat magpasok ng at least 3 guard.
Yeah. So it is Carlos, Colliar, Benson, Sanko, and Marcos. The 5 on the floor for the Blazers against Cortes, Abuda, Wekute, Bahio, and Ralph Penuela. 6.2 seconds remaining. It has been an exciting fourth quarter for you guys in our first offering today. Abuda nahihirapan makahanap ng kakampi, ends up with Bahio. And this is a foul on Prince Carlos, JB Bajo. Meron pang foul to give. Etong CSB. So they have one more foul to give before they enter the penalty situation. Peter Alfaro will check in.
Ayan na.
Ayan na, shooter.
Puro guards na yung pinasok ni coach.
Let's see. Kanina nahirapan sila mag-inbound. So now they will be tested again. It is Franz Abuda, the trigger man here. Ends up with Alfaro, and that's the guy they want. Shooting the free throws.
Good play, ano? Ganda nung inbound play.
A very good shooter. He's from range, itong si Alfaro. But in the season, from the free throw line, he is shooting 83%, 10 out of 12. (66-63). 2.9 remaining. Alfaro stepping into the line. His first trip today, no problem for Peter Alfaro. And that should ice it up.
Yeah, 4-point lead. And 2.9 seconds to go.
Yeah. Alfaro, the second one, missing it. And Alfaro ends up with the board. As time expires, San Beda hanging on for the victory. Fending off CSB and their late fourth quarter surge as they get their 7th win of the season and avenge their previous loss, 67-63. San Beda, they'll go up to 7-1 going into their matchup against Letran on Friday.
Pag nanalo sila against Letran, they'll be
number one. Kasi pag two teams lang ang tabla, win over the other. Yung magiging yung rule na mag-a-apply sa atin. But for CSB, they will go 5-4 to end their elimination round. So they'll definitely be part of the play-in round. Just unclear what their final position, final seed will be. Ito si Tony Inot, yung kanyang layup kanina. 67-63. San Beda bouncing back in a big way. Big board right here. Fuel it with Gatorade. Red Lions rather with a much better effort. They were up big most of this game, Coach Benji. Especially after that, after the end of the first quarter, dun bumulusok itong San Beda. It's just in the fourth quarter na hinabol sila ng CSB.
Yes, very collective effort coming from San Beda. May rally ba? Ba't binigyan tayo ng face shield? Hindi ako binibigyan ng face shield. Mag-i-interview tayo. Kala ko may rally. Face shield tayo.
May interview na.
Sorry. Hindi ako sanay na naka-face shield.
But in a bit, we'll find out who our best player of the game is. This is a big morale-boosting win for the Red Lions, Coach Benji. Lalong-lalo na makakatapat nila yung kanilang rival in the Letran Knights. Pagdating nga sa rivalry game, some people consider it as, not just another game. Because whatever performance you've made so far in the season up to that point, mga numero mo, you can throw that out of the window dahil iba talaga ang atmosphere ng rivalry game.
Totoo yun. At I'm part of it.
Right.
Yes,
You've experienced it.
Sila rin yung nakalaban namin ng finals. High school pa lang yun.
High school. Collegiate level, mas intense. Kasama na siyempre sa pagbabalik ng mga fans natin dito sa NCAA, Beda and Letran community will be, of course, inside the Phil Oil Flying V Center when we do that game. 67-63. That is our final count here. In a bit, we'll meet our best player of the game. Okay, Alice.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Collegiate ranks in the NCAA Season 97. Nandito po si Jacob Cortes. Jacob, congratulations. Una-muna, agree ka ba tatawagin ka namin? Kasi yung dad mo, si Mike Cortes, cool cat eh. Cool cup ka to. Okay lang ba yun sa'yo?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but how did it feel? Because you were activated before this game dahil nga may medical condition si Villejo. You got activated. You got minutes coming from Coach Boyet Fernandez. What was running through your mind? Lalong-lalo na pagkakapasok mo doon. And of course, eventually, you made some big plays down the stretch.
Coach always told me to stay ready during trainings, and in trainings, I always try to do my best, try to help the 15 players who were first put in, and eventually I was given the chance from Coach Boyet.
Coach Bench?
You know, na-activate ka, and you are considered as a practice player, of course.
No,
di ba?
scouting.
So now, during the scrimmage, does Coach Boyet give you enough playing time during the scrimmage? Is it equal with the starters, or kasi alam ko practice players hindi masyado
limited.
Yeah, limited.
Medyo limited din, pero di din parang 10 minutes yung scrimmage, parang mga 3 minutes, 5 minutes lang ganun. Tas by group lang.
Yun sinabi mo, limited minutes, and today this is your first game in the NCAA. Where did the confidence come from? I mean, to make plays like this against, more experienced players in the NCAA, that's tough to do for most people. But to do it in your first game, and we're already towards the end of the elimination round, saan ang galing yung kumpiyansa mo?
I really just during the pandemic, when I played sa US, nag-grow talaga yung confidence ko kasi I played there every day. And yeah, I also stayed ready for this opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's the advantage kasi you're in the States and they're not lenient about that.
That's right.
Yung rules. So you can still play, you can practice.
Yeah. And you were up against bigger competition.
More talented,
You're more talented, more skilled. But we gotta know, of course, your dad is a college basketball legend. Alam natin yan. Also a basketball legend in the Philippines. What was his advice to you before entering? Because obviously, you came from LSGH, came from UST, naglalaro ka niya. Pero iba sa college, what was his advice to you?
His advice was really because college is more of IQ, more of IQ level of basketball. Well, unlike high school, medyo mas bara-bara lang dun. So I learned from him, of course, IQ.
Okay.
Yeah, and most of the coaches, their advice to the players, you're not here to make friends.
Right.
Kasi yung magiging close ka sa mga teammates mo, so papasahan mo, sabi no, you need to showcase yourself.
That's right.
This is college.
And this is exactly what he did today.
Yes.
Showcasing his game in his very first appearance in the NCAA Season 97 for San Beda. And this is important for you guys because you still have an opportunity to take the number 1 spot. Now, I know this is just your first game, but what's the discussion like in your dugout or at least in your bubble going into this matchup and also moving forward, looking ahead to your matchup against Letran on Friday?
Well, ever since before the season started, we had a target. We were getting ready for Letran, and I think this coming days we're gonna polish it more, and hopefully we'll stay ready.
There you go. Jacob, of course, will not let you go without letting you greet your loved ones, your family watching right now on GTV. You can greet them here.
First of all, I want to thank God, of course, for the blessings, and shout out to all my family back home in the US, LA, and Vegas. I miss all of you and love all of you, and my family out here as well, and the San Beda community, of course. Thank you for showing your support.
How about that? There you go. Thank you so much, Jacob, and congratulations. What a game for Jacob Cortes right here, helping out San Beda in carving out a win against the College of St. Benilde Blazers. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos dahil marami pa tayong kakausapin. From San Beda side ngayon naman, nandito si JB Bahio na kasama ni Michelle Naldo. Michelle?
Martin and Coach Benji, thank you so much. Andito nga si JB Bahio with me ngayon. Congratulate JB sa inyong win today. Pero punta naman tayo sa mas masaya na mga questions dito. Ito malaslambok rather. Meron tayong isang box dito na puno ng mga questions at dito bubunot si JB ng mga tanong na kanyang sasagutin. Kaya JB, let's start. Pick your first number. Hala, ito. Okay, ito, number 5. Anong favorite subject mo at bakit?
Filipino na lang. Yung Filipino.
Bakit po?
Para yung basic na Filipino lang, yung mga Rizal. About kay Rizal. Ganun.
Siya ba yung idol mo? Alright. Oh, well, alam ko kasi, before we go to the next question, alam ko kasi na taga Cebu or taga Visayas ka, di ba? So, yung Filipino siguro mas madali para sa inyo? Okay. Yon. Favorite subject niya daw, Tagalog. So, or Filipino rather. Tapos ito, next question na tayo, JB.
Number 6.
Number 9. Anong hidden talent mo?
Wala eh. Wala talaga akong talent.
Baka super hidden. Ipakita mo naman yung hidden talent mo.
Siguro umakyat lang ng mga puno. Magaling ako doon.
Ganun talaga pag taga-probinsya eh, di ba? No? Oh, sige, next question mo tayo, JB. 11. 3 favorite dishes mo, JB.
Adobong manok. Tas yung nilarang sa Cebu.
Ano yun? Ano mo naman share mo naman
sikat
sa mga
yun sa Cebu yung sabaw na isda, yung madaming spices. Sikat yun dun eh.
Tapos yung pangatlo?
Ano ba? Ihaw na isda.
Ayun, talagang batang isla tong si JV Bahio. Next naman tayo na question. Red. Number 2. Most embarrassing NCAA moment para sa'yo?
Siguro yung rookie year ko ata, 2017.
Ano nangyari?
Yun, panahon nila Robert Bolick, nila JV Mocon. Parang nagkamali ako sa play na yun. Tapos yun, parang kahiya lang sa time na yun.
Okay. So, isa pang, let's go to one more question para sa'yo. Go ahead. Ito, grabe. Number 13, what is your best physical feature sa tingin mo?
Best physical feature,
Ano yung pinaka gusto mo sa...
Siguro height ko lang.
Oh, syempre, kasi nakakatulong sa basketball, di ba? Alright, well, okay, thank you so much for joining us sa itong slambok na ito. JB, kung meron kang gustong batiin sa Cebu or kung saan man, now is your chance, go ahead.
Ay, sa akong magpapa, sa akong mga igsoon, si Bianca, Gida, Gia, o si Jandre, o ang Bahio family, sa Sambales, o Amit family, o sa tanan, Ulanggahonon, o labi na gyud sa mga taga-Tungasan.
Okay, maraming salamat sa tanang taga Cebu o tanang ni support sa San Beda today. kay Bisaya po ko kasabot mo kasi gihingon ni JB. But thank you so much for having us again. Congratulations, JB. Back to you, Martin and Coach.
Thank you so much, Michelle. That is JB Bahia. Another solid game for him off the bench today. Para dito kay Coach Boyet Fernandez and helping San Beda out again in maintaining that second place of the standings natin. But these are our end game stats, Coach Benji. Ako, ang napansin ko dyan, kasi halftime, San Beda, 51.6% shooting from the field. Bumaba to 41%. But again, they did enough for them to be able to win this game.
Bumaba yan because of the good defense played by CSB. At again, yung rebounds pa rin, dito pa rin na hindi napabayaan ng San Beda yung effort nila. And if we look at again the reason why they won this game, bench points pa rin. 43 against 25. Sobra kalahati halos.
Nakabawi nga yung bench ng San Beda who only scored 20 in their loss against Mapua. Back to 43 today, and usually signifies a win for the San Beda Red Lions, at least in their last 4 to 5 games. Alright, meron pa tayong isa pang kakausapin. At ito, kinailangan mag-apple box ni Chantal Laude. Kasi siyempre, ang tangkad nito, Clifford Hopia, kasama po ni Chantal. Go ahead, Chantal.
Hi, Martin. Actually, totoo. Kanina nung kausap ko to, kailangan ko pang tingalain. Pero ngayon, salamat sa apple box. Kapantay ko na si Clifford. Hi, Clifford! Hi, Clifford. Maglalaro tayo ng question and answer. Handa ka na ba?
Handa na po.
Ayan, handa. O sige, kuha ka ng isang bola dyan. Wow. Ito. Oh, okay. 3 words to describe yourself. Ano kaya to?
Pwede po Tagalog, di ba?
Oo naman.
Mahiyain, tapos masiyahin, tapos hardworking po.
Wow, hardworking, definitely hardworking. Nakikita namin yan at court. At ngayon, sana hindi ka mahiyain sa susunod mong tanong. Sige, pili ka pa, Clifford. I-unleash natin yung kulit mo for today. So, Clifford, aside from basketball, anong iba mong sport?
Dati po, naglalaro po ako ng volleyball po. Nung elementary ako.
Volleyball, big asset yun. Ang tangkad mo kasi. Ikaw ba yung naglo-block sa gitna?
Opo.
Sample nga, paano ka naglo-block? Wow! Taas. O sige, Clifford, isa pang bola. Pumipili talaga siya. Sige, ito. 3 NCAA players na pinakamahirap bantayan.
Dati po si Muyang, tapos, sino ba? Si Tangkwa, tapos si ngayon. Yung import ng LPU po, si Insusu.
Parang nahihirapan siya mag-isip kasi parang sa tangkad niya, hindi siya nahihirapan magbantay, ha? Tama ba, Clifford? Wow. Asset yan. Sige, isa pa. Ito. Ito. Kailangan mong i-reveal yung sarili mo dito. Clifford, what is your worst habit?
Wala akong maiisip na ano.
Wala? Promise? Kahit nail biting?
Wala naman.
Wala?
Wala lang po.
Wala daw siyang worst habit. Sige, Clifford, isa pa. Sunod naman. Ito naman, 3 NCAA players na isasama mo sa bakasyon.
Si Dami Kong Tapay, si Inot, pwede 4. Si Inot, si Gab, tsaka si Yuki Andrada po.
Parang gusto niya isama lahat ng ka-team niya eh.
Lahat po.
Yan. So, Clifford, bakit sila yung gusto mo? Ayan, may mukhang gusto mo. Ito yung mga gusto niya pong isama. Ayan. Clifford, sige, puha ka pa lang isa. Sana matuloy yung bakasyon nyo. Saan ba yung gusto mong bakasyon, if ever?
Kahit saan po.
Kahit saan, basta kasama sila. Ito, Clifford, kailan at paano ka nag-umpisang mag-basketball?
Nag-umpisa po ako nung 15 years old po ako. 4th year high school.
Ilang taon ka na ba ngayon?
23 po.
23, ilang taon din yun ha? Kaya pala ang galing mo. Wow. So ngayon naman, mukhang nakarami na tayo ng boss. Bibigyan namin ikaw ng chance to greet. And I heard you're from Cebu. Baka may mga gusto kang batiin ng mga Cebuano.
Hello sa akong mamagpapa, akong maigsuon, akong mga pagmangkon, o mga kailan ako sa Cebu, akong mga amigo pod. Hello sa inyo tanan. Salamat sa pagsuporta.
Yes, indeed. Salamat po sa pagsuporta. At marami pa tayong gustong suporta na sige, mukhang may nakalimutan si Clifford.
Sa mga teammate ko pala. Salamat sa suporta niyo.
Kayo mga teammate daw. Pero kailangan po rin namin ng ilan nyo pang suporta mga ka-NCAA. Kung meron pa kayong mga gustong katanungan na gustong itanong sa ating mga players, you can send those questions on Twitter and FB with the hashtag NCAA Season 97. Aabangan namin yan at sana abangan nyo pa ang natitirang mga laro sa NCAA Season 97. Balik sa inyo, Martin and Coach Benji.
Maraming salamat, Chantal. Yung 6'9" si Clifford, pinapantayan siya ng mga teammate niya.
Sabi nitong si Chantal, nag-apple box siya para magka-height sila. Kulang pa rin. Dapat 14 yung apple box mo.
Pero grabe po yung Clifford Hopia today. Probably his best season, or best game rather, in the season so far. In his matchup against Ladis Lipalam. At sa panalong yan ng San Beda, eto na po ang ating team standings, Coach Benji. Maganda. Nagiging pangitain natin dito. Alright, for San Beda, again, they still have an opportunity to take the number 1 spot. But, okay, kung may panalo ng Mapua yung kanilang last game at matalo ang San Beda, pwede pa silang bumaba.
Pwede pa.
Oo.
So, yung panalo nila, this will boost up their moral sa next game. Pero of course, you need to take it one game at a time.
That's right.
Dapat hindi muna masyadong mag-focus kung saan pupunta.
Pero yung CSB Blazers, sa pagkatalo nila, okay lang. Secured yung number 4 na yan. Paniguradong lalaban sila dun sa play-in round natin, number 3 versus number 4 because they have a game and a half advantage at least right now against CAC, San Sebastian, and Arellano. Gayon din ang Perpetual na pare-pareho pong nagkakagulo dyan at 3 and 5 in the standings. Okay, pero with this win by San Beda, hindi pa po tayo tapos because we mentioned on top of the coverage that we have 2 very important matchups today. Bago po yan, susunod po ang ating favorite in-between show. Makakasama niyo po ako on Game On. We'll have guests, our halftime performers. Meron din tayo makakausap ng player. Parang ayaw mo.
Hindi naman.
Medyo fan siya.
Hindi naman. Nabangan ko nga.
Okay. Yes. Gusto ko marinig.
Yan.
Susunod po natin, completing our Tuesday doubleheader. A crucial matchup between San Sebastian and Letran. A must-win situation for the Stags, for them to be able to stay in the play-in discussion. Coach Benji, final thoughts. Maraming salamat sa pagsali sa amin dito.
Congratulations, San Beda, and to all the viewers. Maraming salamat to all the NCAA fans. Maraming salamat. Malapit na po kayo. Next game, a few more games.
That's right.
Magkikita-kita na po tayo lahat.
Yun yung maganda doon. He's talking about Friday, of course, as we make our return to the Phil Oil Flying V Center. Mababalik na rin ang audience natin sa NCAA. Now, for Coach Benji Paras, the Tower of Power, Papa Bear, Michelle Naldo, Chantal Laude, and then po kay Direk Abed Ramos, this is Martin Javier saying thank you, but again, don't go away. Because up next, we got Game On, and right after that, another game for you guys between San Sebastian and Letran. This has been your coverage of the NCAA Season 97. Stronger Together, buo ang puso live on GTV.